Yo, what up? Welcome to this lovely Friday afternoon in a world dominated by fear and panic. You are tuned in to the 7th episode of the F Mob podcast. It's your boy Ills.
What up? It's your man Shawnee D. What's good?
Man, hope you guys are doing great. Staying sanitized.
Yeah, you dirty motherfuckers been washing your ass lately. I've been noticing. Y'all just got up on water and soap, man. This shit is amazing.
Dude, I mean, let's just go right into that, bro. I feel like people don't know how to wash their hands. People are learning for the first time how to wash their fucking hands.
Yeah.
It's disgusting. I'm like a big fucking germaphobe, so this is like normal to me, right? I'm used to my hands being soft and like, you know how like men are like, you're fucking raspy fucking hands. And that's not even the word, but like, you know how they got those fucking calluses and shit because they work with engines all the fucking time.
Yeah.
And I'm over here just like, yeah, man, I'm just gonna go wash my hands every fucking 10 seconds because I got fucking like OCD or some shit.
Yeah.
So,
yeah,
I'm used to bitch hands.
Yeah, this is, I'm used to bitch. Yeah, I feel like this is right in your ballpark. I'm on that Dwight Schrute shit where I'm like, cool, yeah, I mean, I'm the opposite. I'm like, yeah, give me the germs. I'll eat the germs and grow an immunity to them, and then I'll just be walking around like, you know what I mean?
Just infected and fucking proud.
Conquering other people's with my germs. Guns, germs,
listen,
and steel.
Bro, if you ever need to invade a country and you want to do it with like biological warfare, I guess, just send the Don in. My man will just walk in like, yo, what's up?
I'm just in a tube in a satellite, and then like some guy at NASA's like, launch the Don, and then I just go head first.
Mars, like...
I land into the Earth. I get out my capsule and I just start terrorizing the Earth like South.
The Saiyan saga. Of of world domination.
Just come out the tube like.
And that little ball, dude, you just come out. You're like, fucking Earthlings, or in this case, you're like Newtonians or something.
Yeah, y'all got Wi-Fi in this bitch.
Like, why are you doing this to us?
Yeah, so it's.
Hey, you got like a giant fucking like HyperX or Turtle Beach headset on.
Yeah.
Fucking communicating this shit back and forth to Earth. Don, how is the mission going? Going great, guys.
GoPros out of batteries, drinking up all your Mars booze.
They like pack you up. You think they pack you up with like those backpacks that got like solar panels on them and a bunch of fucking plugs?
Yeah.
You just charge everything up. At night, you just like hibernate, shutting down.
I just fall face down like I do off of liquor anyway.
That's what I was gonna say. In that pack is definitely like a bottle of vodka or something.
Yeah.
Just put your ass right down.
Which is good though, because it's I feel like if you're an alcoholic in these times, like wherever you're at, foreign land or in Corona land now, you're drinking alcohol.
We all Corona land. This is Corona planet, bro.
Yeah, you're drinking alcohol. It's sanitizing your insides. So if you touch your face, your mouth, or whatever you got going on, you do a shot after that, you're fine because it's alcohol. It's just killing everything.
I mean, I'm no expert, bro, but I mean, it kind of sounds. I mean, I think you would be immune to it to certain degrees, but if you've been fucking boozing your whole life and you got a shit like immune system and you got like liver problems, I'm sure that's not helping. You got your immune system like, nah, bro, we're just gonna let this one through.
That could be a whole other side.
I'm over here working on this liver, first of all.
I heard if you're out of hand sanitizer, you can buy aloe vera, and if you're buying any alcohol that's 120 proof or up, you can mix that together and make your own hand sanitizer.
Yeah.
Like in a pinch.
Bro, like hand sanitizer companies, dude, are fucking raking in dough right now, dude.
It's like that meme of Homer where he's like all gold and he's got the crown on and he's laughing. That's Lysol right now. That's the Lysol CEO.
Bro, it's insane. Like, you go to stores and fucking shelves are just empty.
It's just wild.
I mean, soon we'll be trading toilet papers, dude, for like
I got about
a bag of chips.
I got about 40 rolls of toilet paper, man.
That's insane. I think, honestly, I'm like maybe about 20 to 30.
Nice.
So I'm good. Like, I'm alright.
That was before all this shit, though. You remember when remember the toilet paper pyramid?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. I always had mad toilet paper.
I mean, it's a good thing to have, really.
Yeah.
Like, running out of toilet paper is like the worst fucking thing that can happen to you. I mean, just like, because here's the thing, right? Hear me out.
Yeah.
You can't, I mean, sometimes I guess you can plan your shits, right? But like, who the fuck does that? That's weird shit, right? So normally you just like you run to the bathroom at odd hours, right? Like sometimes you might wake up in the morning, you're like, oh fuck, like I feel, oh man, gassy as hell, I gotta run to the bathroom. And that's the worst time is when you're groggy and you don't know what the fuck's going on, but you're in a rush, like you're in a panic, you're like, my brain's fucking freaking, I'm like, I need to take a shit. And you sit down, you drop a deuce, and then boom, no toilet paper. Like how fucked is that?
Yeah, it's fucked.
That's like the most fucked situation ever, dude.
You gotta go shit the shower on that one.
I mean, at that point, like, it's... Yeah, I mean, you gotta either, like, clench your cheeks and just run to the nearest toilet paper dispenser that you got in the crib. Like,
yeah.
Like, mine's luckily right next to the bathroom. So, I mean, worst case scenario, I'll just pop out, make a left, open the closet door, and I'm there.
You can do this, John, where you're like you get all the loose shit off your ass, you know what I mean? Just
you kind of like shake it off a little bit, I guess.
Yeah. You can like if you got
squeeze it
if
out.
you got a tail going, you can wiggle it, right? And then
turtle head.
And then if you got a little something dripping or whatever you got going, you got a good 8 seconds to get to the boop boop and back.
But you can't move too fast though. That's the other thing. Like if you move too fast or too slow, like if you move too fast, you risk a fucking it just either hitting your leg or on the floor, and that's like the worst thing. That
Liquid
can
just
happen, right?
it uses
bow, right. So you got to do it at the perfect pace because if you do it too slow, it's just gonna seep through at some point, right? So you got to like walk at the perfect pace. You got to like almost robot it, dude. You know, where you're like clenched and you got to keep your legs straight.
You're right. You got to use like the velocity of, you know what I mean? Just the perfect golden ratio of speed to keep.
Oh, you know what it is when you're doing it because there's like
it's true.
I don't know. Like you definitely don't want to shit on the floor. Like
that's
the last thing you want to do.
Yeah, there's that. It's either that or you get your worst washcloth.
Yeah.
And you just go into the bathroom, you go into the shower, and then you never hear from that motherfucker ever again.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I mean, you try to get you need to get as much as you can off, and then boop right in the shower. I mean,
it's because of the coronavirus, all like the sports teams, like all the meme pages, they be making these jokes like, "Oh look, there is toilet paper," and it's just a picture of Dallas Cowboys jerseys all lined up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's good.
Every fandom's been doing that though. It's so cheesy because it's like, oh cool, Eagles did it to Cowboys, vice versa.
Yeah.
I've seen a Pittsburgh Steelers one.
It's like area memes. They're not like quite took off into the world.
Yeah, these localized memes.
Local relics, dude. It's like when if civilization ever falls and like there are aliens and shit and they come and discover us, you know, like how we're discovering previous relics of the past from different civilizations. They'll like just see memes. They're like, so these were definitely Cowboy fans, like, because you just got like Eagle jersey memes everywhere, and they're like, fuck, man, that's crazy. And then the guys over here are like, look, we just found Cowboy jerseys.
Yeah.
I guess maybe these are the Eagles that we've so long fucking searched for. Like the uncovered Philadelphia.
Oh, yeah.
You know? They're like, so this is the fabled city, like, of fucking Philadelphia.
Okay, yeah. So, like, if we just took a snapshot of civilization right now, right, and it was just like, this was the last day of Earth, 1,000 years later, archaeologists come down and look for us.
Yeah.
They'll have to piece all our bullshit together, right? Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's funny.
Yeah. So, like...
But
I'm telling you, it'll be like, you know how, like, back in the... You know, when conquistadors and shit were over here in, like, Mexico and, like, the South American region, they were looking for, like, you know, what the hell was that? The City of Gold, man.
El Dorado?
Yeah, El Dorado and shit.
Yeah.
And they were like that, man. They're just like, man, we gotta figure out where this Philly place is at, dude. Like, so much talk of these famous sandwiches and shit. You
would think between, like, Dallas and Philly that these were two, like, rival empires that fought for supremacy and just destroy, you know what I mean?
Can you imagine them, like, recapping fucking football games, dude?
Yeah.
Or, like, recapping, like, that.
Yeah.
They're like, back in fucking 2007, they met on the field of battle.
Yeah.
They lined up and just rushed at each other like buffoons. You know how we describe, like, ancient warfare now? It's like people just lining up and just fucking running into each other. That's what they think was happening.
That's funny. Yeah.
That'd be insane.
Yeah, they would look at it like, well, what was at stake? Entire economies were based around this bullshit game. This must have been of great importance. People must have died doing this shit. You know what I mean? Like
they're like national heroes and shit.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
They're like fucking Carson Wentz, man. That guy was like a fucking leader among men. Like,
who is this big dick Nick you speak of?
They're like quotated.
Yeah.
Big dick. Apparently, this man had a huge one. Like
they've renamed it Foles Street when he won this Super Bowl.
Bro, I mean, I could totally see that happening because I mean, how many things have they really confused over like just the discovery periods, right? Where they like, I mean, they still don't even know what the fuck the pyramids were built for. Like they think that it's a tomb, right? Like that's the most logical answer.
Yeah.
And then I mean, it could have just been like for something completely different. Like, you got like conspiracy fucking buffs out there, like, man, they were generators, they were batteries.
Yeah,
like,
yeah. We just need some
fucking-
we need some triangles out this bitch.
Yeah, they're just like, this is the Orion constellation, and it
Yeah.
points exactly the way it should. It's like,
Yeah. No, I swear to God, when someone sits there and starts talking to me about the pyramids, anything like that, where they're like, listen, here's what, and I'm like, it's stuff that isn't based in, like, there's no evidence, there's no shit about it. It's just look, how'd they do it? And then they just disappeared. Who the fuck was I talking to? Who was I talking to about this? Oh, yeah. My boy, yeah, I'm not gonna name his name, but yeah, my boy came around the other night and we were talking about that shit. And I'm like, all right, man, well, look, we don't know who the fuck, we don't know nothing about those pyramids. Let's not start jumping to conclusions that it's like a fucking, like, I'm on board, maybe.
yeah.
But you think aliens came around and did it? Really? You think there's a thing? Like, really gets into, like...
Well, there's so many, like, fucking simple simps.
Yeah.
We'll just continue using that. The fucking simps out there that watch, like, the History Channel, and they're like, oh, man, fucking ancient aliens, dude. There's, like, I've met quite a few people in my lifetime that are using that as legitimate source of news, and they're like, man, that's crazy. I mean, dude, and it's wild because there's fucking Daily News, like the Onion, dude, like, fuck.
Oh, yeah.
Incredible as fuck, dude. That guy does look like a scientist. Like, he looks like he should be teaching you about fucking ancient civilizations. I mean,
You talking about homie...
the
Aliens?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the Tolkalos, whatever the fuck his last name is.
Big
Is his
hair.
name George? I feel like his first name.
Yeah. He's got a Greek last name. Yeah. It's Tokopoulos or some bullshit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Minneapolis, dude.
It's him. He looks like Rob Schneider, right?
Dude, yeah, he looks like, yeah, he's like an Indian Rob Schneider.
That's so
But he got that crazy haircut that he had in, like, Dickie Roberts, dude. But yeah, so, and no, I mean, it's weird because they make those shows, like, super credible. And, I mean, also, you gotta think about it. Like, that's a smart move, putting that bitch on the History Channel. Like, that's how you get a viewing, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
that's like us placing this in the fucking historically correct podcast section of iTunes. Like,
Yeah.
bro, you know, this is what we feel is gonna happen in fucking 30 years. Like,
You find-
aliens
you
just
find
gonna
that-
discover us.
I
Like,
find the F My podcast in the great courses for $400. Like, what?
fucking physical copies of that shit. Like, you know how they got fucking TurboTax. It's like, boom, walk into your nearest Best Buy. Fucking just
Brought to you by Squarespace.
make your own website.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
God.
Sponsor time, man. When are their sponsor coming, dude?
Yeah, right. We start making up our own sponsors.
Yeah.
Right? Just start doing reads.
Free, like. Thanks for using NordVPN. Like,
Let me think
I
of
hope
who.
you're not fucking listening from China.
This podcast.
That's fucking insane, dude. Like, they
Yeah.
can't. They're like, wow, man, that sucks because they have to VPN out, right? Because they're like limited.
Do
on
they?
their-
Yeah. Oh, they get smoked for using VPNs.
Yeah. Well, that's the only way that they'll have access to like
Yeah.
outside information, dude. It's like controlled as fuck. That sucks, bro. Like, imagine just being quarantined and not being able to use the internet. Like, how fucking crazy would you go?
Quarantine and you can't use the internet.
Yeah.
God, I'd start doing push-ups or reading books. Yeah, it'd be
I mean,
weird
after
though.
like 3 days, bro, you'd be like fucking itching everywhere.
Yeah. I always feel like I'd be fine in jail because I'm like, as long as the library's stocked, I would just read books like Sephiroth in Final Fantasy VII, where he's just reading books for months and then he comes out crazy, you know.
Fucking brilliant.
I'd be the same. I'd just be like, sure, let's start with To Kill a Mockingbird. Whatever. I'd just start through all the old classics I ignored, and I'd be like
Man, like,
I'd be like Beast in X-Men, like when they go to bail him out and he's got glasses
just
on.
haven't shaved in like 30
Yeah.
years. Like serving a life sentence, and you just show up like, what would you like to learn today, my child?
Yeah, exactly. I'd be like,
Fucking Zachariah is your like actual name now.
yeah, Zachariah. I'd be like, you use nitrogen to blow the wall down, with which I call my home. Like,
But like, you know, you're smart enough not to plot a fucking prison escape. You just let everybody else do it for you.
yeah,
Coming to you for advice, you're like, that'll be a pack of cigarettes.
yeah. I totally, yeah. What's that fucking movie? Shawshank Redemption. I totally do everyone's taxes. Right? I do a podcast out of jail. You know what I mean?
Wow, man, those must be like, I don't know, has it? No, I don't think anybody's ever done a podcast out of jail. That's got to be really boring, though. I don't imagine they have much to talk about. It's just like, you don't really, I mean, I feel like your media intake is limited, right, in jail. I would assume it is.
I think you get magazines out of commissary. I know they got the internet now in jail.
Really?
I know there are little internet rooms where they're like, all right, you can do this now.
It's probably for like,
yeah,
like the degenerates, not like the full-on, like, I'm in fucking jail for life, you know?
Yeah.
People.
I know a buddy of mine, he did a little time. He was in federal, and he had to submit 5 email addresses of people he can talk to.
Oh, shit.
And then that's how he can communicate with those 5 people.
You know what's crazy? I feel like we don't even email anymore, dude. Like, I email at work all the time, because obviously that's like my best way of contacting people and shit, right?
It's a good work tool, yeah.
Yeah, but as far as, like, just day-to-day operation, I mean, it's...
I'd never email.
I don't email fucking anybody, like...
Yeah.
Do you?
Nah.
When was the last greeting email you sent? Like, hello there, Don.
You know what's funny? I did email...
Would you like to link up this Friday? Here's a calendar invite.
There's this email. Buddy of mine emailed me April of last year. And I flagged it. And I finally got back around to it the other day. But the guy's like 68. So that's the only person I email. Is like some ancient man.
Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. Like, he's probably used to that. I mean,
yeah,
it takes
exactly.
him a while to write that email, I bet. But
yeah. No, he got back like the next day. Oh, hey, good to hear from you. And
next day, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a wow.
He still has an AOL email.
That's crazy. You could tell, like, people that aren't proficient in internet or just, like, not proficient in just communicating through the internet, I guess, by, like, what kind of email they have, I feel like.
That's true, yeah.
I feel like if you have anything but a Gmail account, like, or an iCloud account nowadays, you're, like, past the age of 40.
Yeah, if you're hitting me from your Netscape, like,
yeah.
All right, dog.
Yep. I mean, dude, like, Hotmail, like, what the fuck is that? You know, Yahoo, I mean, I can semi-understand that, but that was, like, 2010 shit, you know?
Yeah. I had a bunch of AOLs. I had a WebTV.net. That was my first joint back in, like, 97, 98, maybe.
Yeah.
And, yeah, then I stepped up, like, iComputer, stepped up to the AOL. Had, like, 50 of them because you could change your name around. And, you know what I mean? It was that era of bullshit.
Right.
And, I stepped up to the Yahoo. Gmail became the thing. I got with Gmail a year or two later. Bada bing, bada bunch.
I feel like Gmail is the way to go, man. Like, Gmail is just so clean, dude.
I stick
and
with the
it's
times.
so convenient nowadays because you got the fucking, you know, like if you got an Android phone, that's like what you use for the most part. So you're
you get
right,
Android
right in there. And then if you got an iPhone, that's your iCloud account, you know.
That's true. Is that what if you have an iPhone, it gives you an iCloud account?
Yeah, that's how you create it. And
okay.
You basically just use the app, and it more or less just sends it over that way.
I see.
And it's crazy because you can't even do shit like half the stuff that an iPhone can do if you don't have an iCloud. Like, if you don't have an account, bro, you can't even like download apps.
Oh shit, okay.
Pretty fucked. I'm pretty sure Android's the same way. I don't know.
I got an iTunes account, and I guess on paper somewhere I have an iCloud email.
Yeah, I think it's the same.
But
thing.
yeah, I log in with my Gmail though. Like when they ask me my thing, it's blah 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 at Gmail.
Yeah, because you can when you create it. I think like if you already have an email, you can just use whatever. Because I use my Gmail.
I got you.
For my iCloud account.
Yeah.
But I guess like if you're going through it and trying to create one, like if you don't have one, they can just be like, oh, here, create a fucking email, idiot.
Yeah, if you're like a day one iPhone user, like just coming right out the box with it, like, hey, give me an iCloud email. That's what I can imagine.
That is wild, dude. It's like, yeah, it's so nuts, man. Like everybody has a phone nowadays. It's like it's not even like a thing anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me just log in with my information.
Yeah.
It's a pain in the dick to fucking sign up for that shit, by the way, dude. I had to do that for my grandma. It's like, I'm sitting here, like, 'cause couldn't download anything on her phone. And, like, I couldn't remember her, like, iCloud or anything. And then I had to create one, and it was, like, it was just a nightmare, dude.
The whole process.
Yeah.
Tell me it ain't tough being the IT guy in your family.
Yeah.
You know, because I'm definitely that, you know. But, like, every dude our age is kind of the IT, you know?
Yeah.
Anything. It's just like, can you do this? Can you do that?
I know, you know the best part about it is, like, the gratefulness and, like, the respect that you get, I guess. It's like, it's like, oh, man, like, how do I can't access my phone. Like, it happens with my grandma all the time. Just to be like, I can't get my phone. I'm like, you just have to slide this up and down. Like, and that's it. And then they'll look at it and they're like, oh, my God, that's insane. Like, thank you so much. Like, that was brilliant. I'm like, I didn't really do anything. You know?
You look like a golden god when you fix something, and they're just like, "Oh my!" Like me and the village are grateful for your.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It feels good. I mean, I have to say, you know, it's like you can do a little bit more than that.
Yeah, I got you, player.
You gotta be gentle. No, that's fine. That's fine.
All right.
But yeah, dude, it's crazy. It sucks, man, because I mean, a lot of people just genuinely can't understand technology and, you know, the ways certain things work. Like, that's why, like, so many different companies have IT coordinators and shit. Like, that's a priceless fucking job nowadays.
Yeah.
You know, and it will be for years to come, which is crazy, dude. Like, like right now, I think that's the safest bet. Like, if you're in that field, dude, you're fucking safe for a long time. You know, like, coal miners and shit are out there like, fuck, man, I just hope Trump brings this shit back. But, like,
yeah.
me, a fucking, you know, intelligent god over here, like, I just fucking fix computers for stupid people.
I feel like once Gen X is the oldest generation alive and working, I feel like at that point, then IT will be less and less. Just your help desk stuff, you know what I mean? Like
it's maybe like when that generational gap like jumps forward to where the last generation is the generation that started with technology, but they were proficient with it because that's what they were used to at the time. They learned enough of it.
Mm.
Maybe that's when they'll start dying down. But I mean, we got like probably a solid like 100 years before that happens, I'd say.
Yeah. While it's still at its peak, we could squeeze at least another 20 years out of it. That's what I went to school for, was I like just fix the computers, set up networks, all that bullshit.
Yeah.
I never ended up getting to the field, but it's nice to have it. It's nice to just know the shit.
Right.
I just feel horrible. I mean, look, you got like Geek Squad, you got every interaction I've ever had with an IT guy, I've always hated.
Yeah.
Because they think they're the shit.
Yeah, they definitely do.
I mean, dude, you're gonna charge me $100. I mean, they'll charge you $100 something, $200 to walk in your house and like start defragging your hard drive.
Yeah.
Just stuff. I'm like, dude, like when I first got my degree, I got out. I sold computers. You know what I mean? And it was a time where it was still super expensive to sell them retail.
Yeah.
But you could just buy up parts and do that. I did that, and then when I make service calls, it was like, dude, I can't take $100 off you for this. Yeah. You know what I mean? I'm like that. Like,
I mean, here's the thing, dude. It's a necessity, like everything else. You know what I mean? Like, there's businesses that are running, and they're doing that shit. Like, they're doing the same thing that you're doing, right, with your IT work, but they're doing it to somebody else. Like, you know, whether it being like a law firm, like I'm sure they're not fucking. I'm sure they, you know, they're not charging their customers $2 an hour. Yeah. You know, same way. Now you're an IT guy. You're like, let me fuck you in the ass like you're fucking these dudes. Yeah. So get a taste of your own medicine, you know.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, once that is, I've had to come to grips with that. Once you have a hustle, at least in this country, you work that hustle as much as you can. Yeah. You know what I mean? Cool. I know this. Cool. How much are you willing to give me? Because you don't know how to do it. I've always been like a dude where I'm like, I'll just share my skills with people I know. Yeah. You know what I mean? But it's, wow.
But some people you got to be like, look, man, you're going to get charged for this.
Especially with lawyers. Lawyers don't get into that business. I mean, some are just charitable. Yeah. If you work for the, you know, whatever, Southern Poverty Law Firm or some shit, you know? But, yeah, I guess you're right. In general, you learn shit to come out and hustle and just...
Yeah, I mean, why wouldn't you? You know, I mean, it's like you invest your time into it, you definitely want to return, right? I mean, it's like this.
Yeah.
I was fucking sitting here talking for like 2 people a week.
Yeah. Well, yeah, we want to see a return.
For now.
We're going to come at stamps.com hard.
Until, bro, until fucking NordVPN swings through, was like, yo, what up?
Right.
Yeah, I feel like we're working their shit hard.
What's that?
I don't know. I gotta chill at least.
I mean, I'll name drop. But
I'm still waiting to get fucking picked up by Amazon, man. That Alexa bit was...
Oh, yeah.
That was like next level shit, dude. I mean, that's just not shit that people know.
Yeah, true.
They're like...
It's informative shit, right?
I mean, because most people, like, I mean, myself included, when people get an Alexa, they're just like, yeah, I'll play that song.
Some people still think it's some kind of direct line to Langley, Virginia.
Yeah, fucking CIA.
Yeah. Imagine, dude, just on that note, there's a little over 300 million people in this country, right? Imagine thinking that in every house, they're recording everything, and that someone else is listening to it. Yeah. Like, are half of us spying on the other half? How the fuck is that even possible?
Yeah.
That shit's funny.
I don't know. I think it's good to be paranoid about that to a degree, you know, but there are people out there that are just like, insane about this shit. You know, it doesn't make sense. Like, why the fuck would anybody want to listen to us? Just sit here and just fucking bullshit and just spew nonsense out of our mouths, like as if anybody cares, you know? Like, what the fuck's gonna happen?
I like people who look. If you got shady shit going on, like if you're the Unabomber Part 2, absolutely, you know, don't have Alexa in your house plugged in, all that shit. But if not, if you're just like, hey man, hey, listen, Echo, show me the new hentai or whatever, then dude, you're safe. Who gives a fuck?
Yeah, there's, you know, it's funny though, like, those people that, like, think the fucking internet company's spying on them and shit, like, you know, all that nonsense. Like, dude, come on, like, nobody wants to watch you fucking slap your fucking meat to, like, anime porn.
Everybody carries themselves as if they're running for state senate in the next election. You know what I mean? Like, dude, no one's digging up there on you.
Yo, could you imagine, dude, like, one of these kids that, like, thought that they were getting spied on by Alexa, they were just, like, running for president, and it was, like, campaign gets ugly, like Trump, Hillary shit. They start ragging on each other, and then boom, yo, I got this man's fucking whole career right here in front of me, dude. They pull up their fucking Alexa requests and shit.
There's a data center in Utah. They're like, boop, boop, thank you, NSA. Just play it during a debate.
They're like, why did you ask Alexa to fucking play you soothing music on the 28th of March?
Yeah.
That was weird. And then we heard a bunch of fucking...
Yeah, why we hear the sounds of macaroni and cheese at night? You don't have to stir macaroni.
That sounds like fucking underage pussy. Like, what the fuck?
Nice.
How do you, like, even tell, dude? Come on, man.
You know,
but that's the kind of shit, though, like, that people get fucked for nowadays.
There'll be the forensics guy that break down why. I'm like, yep, you know.
They're like the clap of this.
18 and up pussy sounds like this.
Exhibit A, like, oh my god. Dude.
Yeah, they'll be in court. They'll roll in a television screen.
Holy fuck, dude.
Exhibit A, here's the control. And it's just Riley Reid going at it.
They like slow it down. Slow motion sound, or just like, now this is the part that you should listen to the most. Right here. This is the key difference. It should slap like, wah!
Yeah.
But it sounds like, ah.
And it's like the Zapruder film, like the JFK black and white footage. They're like, slow it down here.
Yeah.
Not from this angle.
Oh my god, dude. But like, I mean, first of all, that was ridiculous, right? That whole bit was ridiculous. And it's just as ridiculous as people getting clipped for shit they said like 10 years ago. You know?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, come on, man. Like, people really just, like, it's like people really just don't have anything better to do. Just, like, find old shit. Like how, yo, like, I'll bring up an example, right? Like, the dude that was doing, what was it, Guardians of the Galaxy, right? Remember that? When he got caught for, like, saying some dumb shit on Twitter in, like, 2012?
We talk about Homeboy.
So they fired his ass?
From Park and Rec,
James Gunn. No, James Gunn.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah, so he did, he was the director for Guardians 1
I remember
2,
that.
And then he was supposed to do Guardians 3, and then Disney just was like, nah, fuck you, bro. We found these tweets from, like, 18 years ago, dude. That's fucked up. And it's like, who fucking just sat there, bro, and just, in like, Instagram or Twitter stalked this man?
Yeah.
Like, that's a job nowadays, bro. Like, people need to get paid for shit like that. It's like, how the fuck do you find this dude's tweet from 2013? Like, how many fucking layers of internet pages did you go through to find that information, dude? And you were like, boom! We struck gold, dude.
Yeah, and what's crazy is, like, let's say I want to scrub my internet image because I'm going to go do some shit, right? The Library of Congress, they have a database that records every tweet that's ever published. So even if you delete tweets, it's still there. And there's apps that the private citizens can just access at any point.
Insane, man.
Yeah, and you got to be that. I'm not at Team Donnelly Win. That's not my account. That's an imposter or something. You know, I'm not at. This is the real Sean Donnelly. Yes, the Don.
Why would I even call myself the real Donnelly? I mean, it doesn't even make sense. I am the real one. Why do I have to point it out?
You want to know I'm the realist.
That's why I never understood. Why is Donald Trump's fucking Twitter name the real Donald Trump? Like,
yeah, why do people do that? The real
like, who the fuck took this man's domain, like, back in 2006 when the internet was first coming along, and they were like, that's it. We just going and pass fucking Donald Trump here. Well,
you do have those internet real estate speculators, right?
Yeah.
So that's kind of
a crazy fucking business, dude. Like,
that's awesome, dude. Yeah. If you're just like, cool, I'm just gonna buy this up. 4 years later, some campaign needs it. Sure, give me 40 grand and you can have my website.
But it's crazy, dude, because there's like all these companies out there, like giant companies too, that release product every year. I mean, at some point they're bound to name their product something. They're like, man, that's a fucking cool name, and then some idiot already bought that IP. Like,
well, I own Gizmodo.com.
yeah,
yeah.
Like fucking GoDaddy. I guarantee you that was a fucking website back in the day. Now it's like a search engine and shit.
Yeah,
for like
GoDaddy.
Yeah, like I mean, like what a name, bro. What a fucking name. Like GoDaddy.com. First of all.
Yeah, and it's just any two or three words you just string together and like, oh, that's a site.
Yeah, like you could tell that people bought, like somebody completely different bought that website domain.
Oh, and then they were selling it around.
Yeah, I guarantee you it was definitely like either like dudes meeting up to fuck or something, or like
GoDaddy,
for like chicks and shit. Obviously,
yeah,
right? You reverse that role.
Yeah,
and I mean, cause like, what the fuck does that sound like? Like explain, like if somebody said GoDaddy to you, like what the fuck would you think that would be?
That sounds like when you're gonna go get the wet, washcloth after you get done fucking. GoDaddy, go get that shit.
Yeah. I mean, you're not completely wrong, but yeah, I mean, but now it's like a search engine site or some shit, right? Like it's like something weird.
That's actually there's that whole real estate internet speculation. Probably a lot of it happens on GoDaddy.
You think it's like a low key like Plenty of Fish thing type of thing, like Tinder, whatever the hell that things are. Maybe. Like low key, it's like disguised as like a furniture store.
Oh, there's
but
like
in reality, you're like you're ordering an ottoman, and it's like a fucking ottoman dude coming to your fucking crib. Like,
you gotta click a hidden link at the bottom. You just select all. You're like, oh, here's this other half of text that you never saw.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like show more, dude, and you click on it, and it's like
site map. You're like,
fucking Bob will be at your house.
Like, oh, I can
you're like buying shit from like Bob's Discount Furniture, and
yeah,
like,
right.
Bob shows up at your crib with a discount. Starts railing you, dude.
Like, gee,
like, could you imagine?
Get on value out of this site.
Low key, fucking. They probably don't have to pay like a lot of taxes and shit at that point, It's because they're like operating as a different company. Fuck, we'll never be sponsored by GoDaddy.
Yeah, right. The way we just roasted them.
just low-key uncovered their whole plot.
Sorry, GoDaddy.
Yeah. They're like, fuck, dude, how are we going to get these guys now?
They're going to send the GoDaddy SWAT to the spot.
They're just going to pay some dude to fucking knock on your door. GoDaddy.
Goodbye, Daddy. Bang! What a silencer.
Flashbang comes through here.
Yeah, flashbang.
A bunch of middle-aged men just roll down your fucking window, like scoop through your window.
It's got like the commercial jingle attached to it. Like whatever the fuck.
It just fucking becomes a commercial, dude. It's just us two sitting in here, like, and some fucking a flashbang comes rolling through your thing, and then a fucking like your entire ceiling just gets caved in and cut out in like a fucking drop, and then like somewhere there's a dude taking a still shot, and it's just us like, oh fuck.
Yeah.
Just mid sentence.
It's an actual raid and assassination. They film it like a commercial. We're never heard of them again. They just replace us. They take our DNA. They're just
this podcast has been seized.
Yeah. The Don and Nels podcast brought to you by GoDaddy. Like, we just show up the next podcast just playing ball with them for real. Like, hey, we want to apologize about that. They're great people.
It's like that episode of Futurama, dude, where I think what was it? Like I think Fry died and Bender like took his voice. Like he recorded him or something, like his voicemail or something, and he played it and he like looped words and like changed up words and shit to have a full conversation with Leela.
Oh, and they started deep faking him.
Well, yeah, it was literally his voicemail, and it was like, "Yo, it's Fry, leave a message," and then it was literally Bender like to play off the fact that like Fry's not dead because Leela was looking for him.
Yeah,
he was just knocking on their door, and Bender's like, "Oh shit, like." Somebody's here for Fry, like, and he like takes his voice recorder, right, his voicemail message, and just fucking loops it and like says words and shit, and he's like, "Hey, this is Fry. I am okay." And they're like, "Are you sure?" "Yes." And that's it. Like, that's what they're gonna do, and we're just gonna have awkward fucking podcasts nowadays. And weird.
I bet we could build an AI that'll do us a podcast. We just sit here and just say every common word and just throw in keywords every week, and then like. We'll have the FMob podcast and then like the FMob Autobot podcast.
Well, you could do that on a Windows thing, right? Like you could do the translator or whatever, or like the chat to voice.
Yeah.
And you could just make dude fucking say whatever you want.
It's true. Dude, dude. I don't know.
That'd be just do a whole podcast like that.
That'd be so cool to just have just versions of us, and just instead of like Alexa or somebody, just be like, hey.
Well, they got like one's definitely Cortana, the other one's like a British dude, and you got like Siri you could probably use and shit.
Yeah. They got like you can have like Samuel L. Jackson
just
as your GPS guy.
All of them to fight each other, bro. Can you like?
That'd be funny.
Can we do that like one day where we just pit like Alexa versus Siri?
Just have one of them like, hey, can you tell us about this? And then like just say, hey Alexa, and then just put them next to each other. And then
just in the background like, oh,
that'd be so funny.
MLG shit, bro.
Yeah. Yeah. Just see who lasts the longest. See who shuts off first. I like when someone calls Pizza Hut and they also call like Papa John's. They'll put them both on speaker on two separate phones next to each other. They'll start arguing about who's got the better prices and like, oh, you ain't shit, guys. I swear to God. Like, I don't know if it's a fake or if it's a real, but it seems like
it's definitely fake.
They're so like, oh, you called us? You called us about this? No,
Dude,
no.
There's a great fucking video online, and it's my favorite, like one of my favorite videos of all time, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
It's literally a dude, like he called two phone numbers, I guess, of his friends that don't know each other, and just put them on speaker, and then they just both talk to each other. And they're Australian, so they just like fucking cursed each other out, just continuously, dude. It's the best video you'll ever watch in your life, I promise you. They're like cursing at each other, and they're using like Australian slang and shit. So you're sitting there like, "What the fuck? Like, what is is that what people do over there?" Like,
That's so funny.
But that was that's a good video. Look it up. I think it's probably called. I'm gonna find it. Hold on. No, I'm actually gonna look for it.
Like two Aussies fight.
It's like it's literally it's exactly what it sounds like. It's like calling two Aussies and putting them on speaker or some shit. Like that's literally the title of the video.
That's so funny. I wonder if we could do that. We could like get Pav on the horn, right? Just have him think it's like a chick. You know what I mean? Just
yo, there it is. It's literally this is the title of the video. It's called "Calling Two Aussies at the Same Time Prank Call."
Nice.
I mean, that sounds exactly what it's gonna be. You know.
We'll get Pav's phone. We'll put a number in his phone, right? And we'll label it like South Korean chick. You know?
Oh boy.
And then we'll just get somebody else to. We'll somehow, we'll
if you could somehow put like a caller ID to like where that number comes from, and it would be South Korea.
Yeah. Just get like a Skype number.
He'll pick it up.
Yeah, he'll pick it up and he'll talk. Yo,
he's gonna listen to this mad as fuck, dude.
He is our best listener.
He is.
Definitely. Fuck, we're fucked. Yeah. It's not gonna work.
We lost the fucking listener.
We gotta do it.
We gotta work harder on these sponsors, man. We need people.
Yeah, we gotta do it like Tom or somebody. Yeah, fuck what we do.
Yeah. Here we go.
That's fun.
Oh, fuck.
Fucking.
That's good, though. But, yeah, I mean, I'm kind of bugging out about this whole, like, coronavirus thing, though.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's not, like, what it, you know, I'll bring it up again. It's minuscule, right? Like, I feel like the numbers are tiny as to, you know, what they should be compared to the population. So you really shouldn't worry that much. I mean, obviously you need to take precautions and shit, but I don't know. I feel like this whole thing is blown out of proportion. But a big part of me is sitting here like, fuck, man, like I really don't want to go to work.
Yeah.
You know? Like I'm kind of, I mean, I'm not even going to lie. Like I would like to go to work, but like I'm bugging because I'm like, what if the dude next to me just sneezes and that's it? That's the end of my life. Like,
I'm not worried about the virus. I'm worried about people's response to the virus. The virus is gonna get through. It's gonna infect a few people. You know.
I mean, it'll do its thing for sure, but it's.
Yeah. I'm more worried about like you said, traffic, the stuff in the stores. You know what I mean? People start free. You know what I mean? Like, what if you pull into your block and there's a roadblock and there's a militia now? Yeah. Like, all right, we own this block. The government shut down. I'm worried about that. I'm like, all right. Because the virus, hey, look, it's just a fucking virus. You know what I mean? It's gonna kill. It's gonna kill. Fine. You know what I mean?
It's terrible to say, but it's almost like natural selection at that point, right? I mean, it happens. But yeah, I mean, the reaction's definitely. Dude, it's so crazy that it's starting so early. I mean, I figured like people wouldn't buy up all this fucking bullshit like for at least another couple weeks. I mean. Because, I mean, realistically, right, this isn't even the worst of it. Right? This is like... This is definitely not the worst of it.
Yeah.
But,
yeah, people do. I mean, the first sign of snowfall, people buy all the bread.
Yeah,
that's true. So it's just like...
Fucking milk and honey, dude.
Yeah, milk and honey. Yeah, people were just smart like that. They're like, all right, well, there's certain stuff you need. We're going to buy it up all now. People selling masks on eBay for $200. It's like,
yeah.
dude, like it's very interesting to see like that's how society acts when the most. I mean, I think it's great because now people see like here's the weaknesses in our society. Here's the things that we need to work on. You know what I mean?
I mean, it acts exactly as you would assume it would, right? I mean, like, did you not think people would overreact? You know?
I thought. I don't know. Yeah.
I mean, in America, sure.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure there's just, like, far worse shit going on in, like, China and Italy and everything at this time. I mean, they do have the right to overreact, though. I mean, their countries are kind of fucked at this point.
True.
But, I mean...
Italy's getting the worst, though.
Is it?
Yeah, they got like 800 dead over there.
That's fucking insane.
Isn't that crazy?
Don't they have, like, the oldest population by fucking...
Per capita?
Yeah.
Shit, I
I
don't
think
know.
they do.
Makes sense. Italians live forever.
Yeah.
They just, yeah.
I don't think I've ever met a single, like, young Italian dude in my life. Like a fucking teenager. I've never seen them. They probably just, like, hit, like, 10 and then they're, like, 62 automatic.
You talk about, like, dudes who are like from Italy.
Yeah.
Because Philly, you run to Italians all the time. They're
Yeah, but
born
they're
in
not
America.
real Italians.
Yeah.
So it's not, you can't.
Oh, God.
I'm so sorry about that.
Yeah.
Italians.
Yeah, sorry, Darren.
If you're Italian and you find offense to this, I am very sorry.
Yeah, come.
I did not mean to insult you.
I heard what Pornhub is doing is... Yeah,
They're giving out free subs and shit for, like, premium.
if you're in Italy, you can get premium for free.
I saw that on, it was an Instagram post this morning I was looking at. And there's, like, heroes that deserve capes, but they don't wear them.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
And it was funny because, everybody does this nowadays. They just look at, like, comments and shit, right? It's just
Yeah.
opinion of others fucking matter.
Yeah.
But basically what happened on that post was it was that exact meme. It was like Pornhub releases, like, free subscriptions for Italians, right?
Yeah.
And then everyone's like, yo, how you get a VPN?
Yeah.
And then it was like some dude, and like some of the top comments, my man's literally just, yo, check my story. I got a username and password. That shit's free.
Oh,
And
yeah.
bro, again, some heroes don't wear capes.
Yeah.
I mean, clearly I wasn't like, yeah, let me get this fucking free sub. But,
I
I mean,
was.
to some, yeah, to you, or, others, they were like, fuck yeah, dude, this is gold.
Yeah.
And so, and check me out, right? So this dude posts a thing. He's like, yo, if you check out my story, I got a free username and password. It's all set up. Just fucking don't change the password.
Don't mess with
just
it, yeah.
because, like, people are using it, like, for
Yeah.
free, whatever. Like,
Yeah.
that's a fucking hero that doesn't wear a cape, right? But should have a
Yeah.
cape on. I mean, I guess, in Worlds.
Yeah.
But... then, literally, like, as I'm scrolling through the comments, and it's all like, oh, man, you're a fucking legend, dude, like, blah, blah,
Yeah.
blah, a bunch of dudes, like, fucking hitting him.
Yeah.
And then at the very end of that comment thread, bro, is the same person. He's like, yeah, so some fuckface changed the username and password. I'm like, I mean, come on, dude, like, that's,
Yeah.
you think you have the trust of the internet, dude, and some people probably got their viewing pleasure off of that shit, but
Yeah.
then there's some fucking cunt that was just like, yeah, I'm gonna change it. And it's
Well, it does go to show you that
so fucked,
for every asshole there is like 100 good people. Yeah, I mean they're just like cool, And yeah, in this situation, that guy could fuck everything up.
yeah.
But,
People like that should just be burnt. Like steak.
burnt.
I mean, you should just be crispy, dude. Like, you need to go.
Well, it's like, yeah,
You need to go from this earth. You don't deserve any of this.
it's a big overreaction for a porn password, but
No, I'm looking at it from
No,
like
yeah.
a humanitarian
Extrapolated
point of view.
outwards.
Like,
Yeah, I got you.
like some people like no, I mean, like, this dude went out of his way. Maybe he's from Italy though. Maybe he's in Italy and he's going through this problem, right? And he was kind enough to be like, you know what? Fuck it. And I'm just going off of the assumption that he didn't VPN out from Italy, right?
yeah,
So this man could potentially be in Italy going through this crazy ass fucking stress, right, of what's
Yeah.
happening in his country.
Uh-huh.
And he goes and posts online like, yo, bros, like, I know this was made for my country, but here you go. Share the love, right? And some cunt just goes, I'm just gonna fuck everybody's day up.
in the darkest of times, a hero rose up from the rubble and,
Dude,
and gave
that
his
dude,
password out.
That dude needs 5 capes. Like, that's hero shit,
He needs
bro.
capes over
That's
capes.
hero shit,
That's funny.
I mean, just stuff like that. I mean, it's simple, right? The way I look at it is, right, I'm not looking at it like, oh man, like, this is a fucking free porn subscription hub. I'm looking at it as like a ray of light, Like, this is just This is
Yeah.
just a nice person just being nice. That's how I'm
Yeah.
looking at it. You know, because ultimately that's what it is. It's just an act of kindness.
Yeah,
And then some dickhead comes along and is like, yeah, I'm just gonna fuck everybody over.
that's true.
So
Yeah, that's a shame.
that's the fucking world.
F in the comments for this guy.
Yeah.
He's
So,
the
fuck. No. You can insert that whole entire picture though, because from Call of Duty, like that whole entire scene,
Which one?
like the F scene.
I don't know
You
about
know.
the F scene.
No, that's where it's from. It's from Call of Duty. It was like you're saluting somebody, like respect. It was
Oh,
like press
yeah.
F to pay your respects.
Yeah, I know
that
that
dude deserves the whole picture.
That's funny.
I'm gonna DM him this podcast. I hope he listens.
That's actually not a bad idea. Like,
Yeah.
yo, man, we should.
I'm gonna have to find that post though. That's the thing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to like fuck. I'm gonna go home and I'm just gonna dig through my Instagram, dude. That's a lot of fucking swiping.
Yeah.
A lot of little cells lost on
Yeah.
the thumb. You deserve it.
Yo. Yeah. Salute to you, unknown Italian.
F.
Call him Super Mario.
Yeah. Damn.
I just thought it was funny how they came out with that. And everyone was like, yeah, like everybody with their VPN pretending to be Italian. And then it was like the Inglourious Bastards, like, Gorlami. Buongiorno.
Yo, I wonder how many people use like JoJo references in there. They like change their fucking names to like fucking Buccarati.
Bugatti.
Fucking Fugo, bro. That man does not deserve a free fucking username. He doesn't deserve a free sub.
Chocolate.
Little bitch, fucking. Fucking. Oh my god, Secco, dude.
Yeah, yeah.
Secco in there.
Sacco.
Does he even have? No, I don't think they have a last name.
Yeah, you
Either
give
of
him.
them.
Yeah.
You just got like Gio or no. Oh man.
That's funny. I still can't.
Somebody should do that. Dude, honestly, I would be shocked if there aren't accounts like that.
Yeah,
Just
there's-
JoJo references, dude. Like, God, just...
JoJo references are everywhere.
They really are, man.
That's a whole. I mean, I saw one earlier today, and I was like, I would not expect to see it here.
Yeah, no, you find
Yeah.
it in odd places.
Yeah. Speaking of Pornhub, but no, it's funny because I swear to God, I've been seeing these memes where it's a scene and someone's like, "Hey, when you're done, hit me up. You know, I'm on Xbox at this if you want to get a game of Apex or something."
It's just like it's like a
Yeah.
it's like a Facebook dude for
Yeah, it's bled into this point where it's like people talk about other stuff.
That is weird, yeah. Because do you ever see those memes where they like if a game drops, like I guarantee you this shit, you sick fucks, is gonna happen with Animal Crossing. I guarantee you, because you know how they always share like their search history and it's like the shit that like gets searched, and it'll always line up with like a game released. It was like Overwatch, and it was like Overwatch porn has risen 300% on Pornhub search.
porn,
yeah, like dude, again, sick fucks.
Yeah,
Animal Crossing.
yeah.
Search increases 500%, dude.
I feel
on
like
the 20th.
I feel like they've already done that a little bit with the what's the dog chick, Isabella or whatever.
Isabella, yeah.
I feel like that's already out there.
I don't even want to talk. I don't
think it's
even want
been
to
out
think
there.
about that. That's.
I'll let you-
It
I'll let-
is. It is. I can tell you that for a fact. I guarantee you, it's out there. And don't even look this up.
Just do like a
It's
Rogan.
probably just out there.
Be like,
Like,
Jamie,
we
pull
could
that
just-
up.
Yeah. The Google master. Dude, you're not doing that.
Yeah, why not?
Nah, don't do that.
Let's find out.
Let me just tell you that this man. Nah, I'm not even. Nah.
I'm just confirming its existence. I'm not.
By the way, dumb hype for. Oh my god, get
Yeah.
this off of your screen, dude.
Yeah, it's
what the fuck?
We have confirmed that humanity,
Fucking disgusting. You sick fucks.
humanity, humanity certainly has evolved since.
There's a JoJo reference for every.
Yep.
Fuck, man. That fuck my dude. That fucks everything up, man. But
Podcast needs a little continuity. That's a callback to the last episode.
that's true. There have been a lot of references to previous episodes, and it's a trend.
Yep.
It needs to never stop.
Well, by the time the next episode drops, I'll let you know how it is. And
Fuck,
no, I'm playing.
fucking honest reviews, like. So today,
You know, it's funny. Yeah, all jokes aside, that is kind of that's a niche. I don't think people, you know what I mean? Like,
Dude, people are into bestiality as fuck, and that's the weirdest shit that you could be into. Like, I don't get that at all.
we could be the.
We're definitely not a sensitive bunch, dude. Like,
Yeah,
this is out in the open. Just
it's true. I feel like that's a niche market. I feel like there
Yeah.
aren't podcasts for dudes that look at Animal Crossing porn.
I mean, we're neither, so let that be known.
That'd be another solo project for me, right?
You can handle that by yourself.
Yeah.
But fuck, man, dude, it's like, honestly, dude, a huge part of me wishes that everybody gets quarantined next week, just so I could sit there and play Animal Crossing when it finally drops on Friday, dude. Oh my fucking god, I can't wait.
I think Doom's coming out with Isabella with a shotgun.
That's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Are they doing a crossover? I feel like Doom would be the dickhead.
I don't know if someone just
Game
photoshopped
shit.
that in, but I saw that. It was like
It's definitely Photoshop.
It was an amiibo with Isabella, and she had a shotgun. And then you can get the shotgun in the game. And I was like,
In Doom, no,
Yeah,
not
Doom.
in Animal Crossing.
Doom, yeah.
You get the fucking. They start selling skins and shit, dude. It's like a skin for the slingshot.
yeah. You build your house like a Doom stage.
Fucking just aliens everywhere.
Yeah. You walk in.
All
they
the
move,
animals are like fucking aliens, and
yeah.
holy shit.
You walk in, they move towards you.
Yes.
Fuck you.
I still love like the classic Doom shit, dude, where it was like
Yeah.
it was like 3D, but it really wasn't 3D. Like you knew it was just fake.
Yeah,
But it was
just,
enough to impress the shit out of you because it was like the first person shooter ever.
It was like how dogs see. Like they just see in paintings and they move forward. You know what I mean?
I thought they see in black and white.
I think they're colorblind, but they also, every time they're looking, it's like us looking at a painting. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and they just kind of move in this weird. I don't think they have the same kind of depth perception that we do. So it
You
just
have good memory though. Like it's pretty weird.
dogs.
Yeah. I mean, clearly they remember you after some.
That's true. Yeah, they say yeah.
So, like that's my owner. Like that's my guy. That's,
Yeah.
Who? He's home.
So yeah, some dogs. I don't know. I feel like they're just hyped about seeing anyone, and you would never know. You know what I mean? Like they run up on you. You're like, oh, you're extra happy because I haven't seen you in a year. You know?
That's cool. I mean, I enjoy jolly dogs. I feel like those mean fucking dogs are just like
yeah.
they're like humans. Just like, why are you fucking miserable? You know?
Yeah.
Why you gotta hate your life, bro? Like, will you not get enough treats?
Yeah, I don't get dogs like that. Yeah, I guess sometimes. Dog?
Yeah, I guess. I mean, you know what? Actually, you know, it might be onto something. I definitely feel like dogs are 100% an extension of the owner.
That's what I was about to say. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it? Yeah, they roll off of owner's energy.
Yeah.
So that's always. And I swear to God, that holds true. Every time I meet a dog or a cat or something, I look at the owner. I'm like, that makes sense.
I think cats like just don't give a fuck. So it's like cats are always different. I think a cat is 100% its own behavior.
Yeah.
But a dog is definitely like at least a part of the extension of the owner.
Yeah.
And dude, I would have a weird dog. I feel like my dog would be like bipolar, dude. It would like roll up to you and it would just be like, love me, and then it would be like, rah, you fucking idiot, what are you loving me for? It's like, you know, it just fucking bites you.
One of my roommates is one chick. She's a little off, and yeah, I feel like it was an extent. She had a cat and a dog, and they were kind of an extension of her. Dog was cool. It was like a bulldog, like a Rottweiler, one of those the things they're always trying to ban or whatever. He was one of those, but he was a nice, quiet, cool dude. You know what I mean? He was just like, you know, he was cool. And the cat was alright until you try to pet it, and it's like, fuck, yo, get the fuck away from me. And I'm like,
So
yeah.
like split personalities, dude. It was like the dog took the good qualities, and then the cat was just like, nah, I'm the bitch.
That's what it felt like. When she held the cat, you could pet the cat and it was fine.
That's
But
weird.
but if she let the cat go, the cat was just like, nah, I don't even know you, dog. I don't even know.
Some cats really do that though. They're only like cool with the owner.
Yeah.
I feel like unless you fuck with cats for a while, you're like you get around to it. They're cool with you at some point, but for the most part, like most cats just don't. They're like, now who the fuck are you?
You need like
Why
cat
you on
aura.
my turf?
Yeah.
Yeah.
As a cat, interacting with a cat, you need that aura of like, they see you, they sense you, they're like, I fuck with this guy, I trust him. Yeah.
You got to be almost like respectful, I guess. I don't know. It's weird. Dog aura, I feel like you just like you have to be just jolly. I feel like dogs like can sense that shit really well. They're like, yo,
Yeah.
this dude's cool because he doesn't seem depressed.
With dogs, you gotta walk in. You kind of gotta be the alpha a little bit. You gotta walk in. What's up, man? You rub them. Hey, buddy.
Shake the dog's hand like, what's up,
Yeah,
dog?
yeah. You gotta let them know like we're good, we're cool. You set the tone. You know what I'm saying? Cats are a whole different. Cats are like a real finesse job. You know what I mean? Where it's like, if you can get a cat to be like that's otherwise unfriendly, to be nice and they'll let you pet them, then you know how to talk to chicks. You see what I'm saying?
Cats are weird though, man, because cats will like change up in a minute.
They can.
Be like, they'll be like, oh man, like this is a great pet, like, whew. Oh, dude, you're fucking me up right now. It's like, whoa, stop that shit.
Yeah, if you pet the belly, if you
Well, some cats like their belly fucking pet, so it's weird. I mean, like, I don't know, but it's like that with every cat. Like sometimes you'll just be sitting there petting them, and then they're like, yeah, that's right, yes, and then they're like, whoa.
Yeah, exactly.
Too much.
They could be into it, and then you're like, brr, and then it's like, whoa, you scratch my side.
Yeah.
I'm coming at you. I'm hitting you with the murder paws. Yeah. But you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But you know what I'm saying? No, if you're a cool dude, if you can finesse a cat into being cool with you, then you're most likely better off talking to chicks. Because you can sense the aura, you can sense like, hey, we're cool, we ain't cool. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's good practice on some level. Because you're like, hey, what's up? You're dealing with something that's got mood swings. You know what I mean? Something that like,
that's true.
You say or do the wrong thing and move a certain way, they're just not going to feel it on an evolutionary level.
That's true.
I feel like chicks are the same way. You can be cool as hell. You say one wrong thing,
you're fucked.
You look like a bitch for a second, they're going to be like, yeah, nah, you ain't it. Yeah, I feel like there's a through line there.
Yeah, it makes sense. But
yeah.
I don't know. Dogs are just, I feel like some dogs are just like always happy, man. And I don't know, maybe it is because of the owner extension, but it generally is though. You know, like I think almost every dog I've met, they kind of have been very similar to the owner. You know?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's weird.
You can tell a lot about the owner from how the dog acts. Absolutely.
Yeah. I think if the dog bites you, that's I don't know. I've never been bit by a dog, but that's like sometimes it is terrifying now. You know, sometimes you get a husky ass fucking dog. I never understood that.
Oh, like
a pit bull dude that looks like it's been working out for 8 years.
Yeah, he's been
like how the fuck do you get that husky, bro?
Like he benches 300.
Yeah, like he hits the gym more often than fucking you.
Yeah,
it's insane. It makes no sense.
That's true.
You ever see that meme, dude, with like that husky ass fucking pit bull?
I've seen the dog.
That shit is crazy, dude. I don't even know. I don't even want to assume that that's Photoshop because I'm pretty sure they can get that husky, dude.
Yeah.
Because, like, pit bulls are just, like...
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah,
I love that. They're so... I love big, beastly dogs. You know what I mean? Just they got huge lats and whatever. You know what I mean? Whatever. Insert whatever.
I feel like if I were to get a dog, it would have to be, like... I don't know. I'm very weird with animals. I feel like if I don't have any animals, but if I did, I would have like an exotic ass fucking thing, you know? Like if I had a cat, it would be like a cat that nobody has or like barely any people have, you know? If I had a dog, it would be like if I were to walk that dog, you'd be like, whoa, what the fuck is that? You know?
Yeah.
Like you'd be entitled to come up to it and be like, what's up?
I like those cats that are all skin and no fur.
Oh, like the Sphinx cats, dude?
Yeah.
Those are weird.
Those funky looking Dragon Ball Z dude looking cats.
The Beeruses?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're weird. I don't know. I don't know. I don't like those. I feel like they just look weird.
They're so weird and ugly and strange. Like you know what I mean? I can relate.
Yeah. I don't like the rolls that they have, dude.
Yeah,
because their skin like folds, dude. It's like, ugh.
It's
true. Fuck? It's like anemic as fuck, dude.
Yeah.
It's weird.
I have an affinity for hideous objects.
I could tell by your room.
Yeah. Right? Oh, rough. You mean the F-Mob Studios? Part 1?
LLC. Shit, man.
I started an LLC the other day.
Did you? What is it called?
It's called Shit Ass Piss Company.
LLC.
Yeah. It isn't... Wait. Yeah, it's an LLC. Yeah, that has to be a partnership for a while before it becomes an LLC, but yeah. I just needed an EIN number just for later, just in case.
Shit, fuck, bitch, company.
Yeah, and it's a callback to an old Louis C.K. bit. He's got this bit where he's like, if I had $1 billion, I'd start I'd start a fucking store. They call it the shit ass piss store. And you go in and you can buy one thing, and it's like a can of dog food or a pencil, and it's like $1 million. And it's a shitty. It's just a shitty company. And people just wonder, like, how the fuck are they still in business? And it's like, and they're like, he's like, I'll just take a Starbucks and like surround it like across the street and around both sides. And it's just a funny joke. So I was trying to think of a cool name for the LLC, and I was like, shit ass piss company. Like, hopefully.
Wait, so you copyrighted this man basically?
Nah, maybe. Nah, I didn't I didn't copyright it. It's registered with the state of New Jersey. It's registered with the federal government.
Under your name.
Yeah, as me being the sole, like essentially the sole proprietor of it. So I did that.
Yo, that man must be mad as fuck, dude.
Nah, I think that's like a throwaway bit though.
Is it?
Just a shit ass piss company. Yeah, he never really made an hour out of it. It was just an old bit it's not even on any of his prominent like 5 or 6 hours.
Oh, so going back to it, if he ever decides, then you're cashing in.
He could. He could actually.
We're going back to that GoDaddy shit, dude, where you're like,
Yeah.
you're the fucking guy. You're the problem.
That's true. Nah, but I didn't put a copyright or anything on it, so I think he could just be like, oh, that's mine again. You know what I mean? It would be a weird legal dispute. It would actually be awesome.
No, that's mine.
Yeah, because
that's mine.
No, because both of us would be in court and we'd be like, the shit ass piss company belongs to me, and like the judge and the bailiff and everyone would have to say it, and
What the fuck? Like, what
and
are
it
you
would be
talking
public
about,
record. And they'd be like, no, the shit ass piss company was established in 2003 by me. And I'd be like, well, I registered it in 2020.
The SAP company.
Yeah.
They couldn't say it because, you know.
Sapco. Yeah.
LLC.
Yeah.
Shit, dude.
Yeah.
I feel like that might be a move in a lot of cases, dude. I mean, I guess if you ever hope that... I mean, it's weird to revisit a topic that we already went over, but
yeah,
that's definitely a move, you know? Like, you can probably just, like, hit the lottery with shit like that, where you're one day, you come up with something, and then 15 years later, Sony's like, yo, we need that.
Yo,
we called our PlayStation 18 with that. You know, I kind of need that name.
If someone...
That's a mill, bro.
Yeah.
And they're like, that's it.
Yeah, and they're like, oh, that's a rounding error. A mill? Cool.
They're like, okay, you know what you're doing, fucking idiot? You know we'll make like 15.
That's probably the only way I'm ever going to get rich in my life, is get lucky as shit.
I mean, we could have NordVPN sponsoring us, you know?
That's true.
That's cash money right there, dude.
Give me them $1,500 every week. I'll take it.
$10 a day.
That's roughly, I think, what
How do advertisers like that work? I mean, like companies that sponsor you. I mean, is that
a lot of those basic like ones you see on a podcast?
Yeah, I'm sure they're like the starter outers, right? They're like the starter pack, dude.
Yeah. I got a podcast starter pack. NordVPN, Stamps.com.
I'm new to the internet. Starter pack.
MeUndies.
You know, shit like that you could just have fun with, though. I mean,
that's true.
I don't know. Again, like I said before, I'm a firm believer of like creating your own personal advertisement. I feel like advertising takes a personal touch, right? And you can even see that in, you know, big company advertisements. There's definitely some dude that kind of cares, you know, or there's some dude that like wants to make it personal, or some dude that like, that's what advertising is, right? It's just appealing to the fucking public.
Yeah.
So with something like that, I feel like, I don't know. No matter who sponsors me, I'd be like, yeah, man, you know what? I'll take 2 minutes off my cast and just be like, here you go.
That's true.
NordVPN.
It's
you in China? You got nothing to do? You quarantined?
You in China? You can't.
Your mom just left for the grocery hour?
Yeah.
Swing through.
Your mom just hit the bread lines.
And got you. You can connect through the U.S. website, and then you're good.
Do you want to know what really happened at Tiananmen Square? NordVPN.
The rape of Nanking. You want to find out what happened?
Yeah.
NordVPN.
Believe it or not, I was cleaning up my room earlier, and I do it.
Doesn't look like it.
I know. I have my I have my sole pair of MeUndies over there, and I was like, if I was gonna do a MeUndies read, I'd be like, hey, Ills, check out my underwear.
Check out MeUndies.
Touch it. It's made out of modal.
Well, technically, you could just say check out MeUndies. You know?
Check out MeUndies.
Yeah. And then it makes sense both ways.
That's true.
Maybe if we were in like the UK, it wouldn't, because you'd be like,
check it out. Yeah, then it'd be like,
yeah, I'd be like, what?
Oh, you're speaking the Kings. You're fine.
Now we're like in here. That's
Yeah.
different.
Yeah,
I get it. You're just advertising.
it's exotic that we say me on these. Yeah.
Yeah.
To them, they're like, yeah, whatever, fuck face. I
They're
know.
like, that's how I say mine.
Yeah. I feel like that'd be the best way to do it. Like, I just pull out my pair of me on these and I make it touch them. I'd be like, hey, here, Hills, take them. Take
They
a
better
feel.
be fresh washed, dude. Like,
That's true. Even
you
then,
can't just have them hanging out behind your fucking
Yeah.
mattress for 13 years, and then you're like, well, all of a sudden,
just decided to discard them last time I took my shit off in my bed.
you ran out of toilet paper due to the coronavirus shortage.
Yeah.
Fuck, dude, that's gross.
They actually are pretty dope. I feel like I want to show them to you now. They
Yeah,
got
don't
little.
do that.
Okay. Yeah. They got
We
little.
can Google them if you want.
They got little-
If you really want
yeah.
to show them to me, we can do that.
They got little cool Santas on them. Yeah. I'll show you.
Do they?
Yeah.
Dude, I love seasonal shit, man. I really do.
You're gonna like these joints.
MeUndies.
Yep. There they go.
Oh, fuck, dude. Is that like the cut the rope dude in there?
That's
That's what it looks like. You know, like that game I'm talking about? Cut the rope, and then they got like those weird fucking squiggly characters.
Cut the rope. You mean like Hangman?
Yeah, like the game. No, like the mobile game. It was definitely like top 10 fucking 5 years ago.
I don't know if I saw him.
Holy shit.
But that's the guy. Yeah. It's these goofy little like don't starve together looking Santas, and they're just like,
Oh, that's crazy. Yo, that's funny.
Yeah, I
If
got-
there's a clearer picture, that's dope.
yeah, I got those joints.
Yo, that's a crazy ass advertisement, dude. What the fuck? Santa sleigh all day? Holy
funny.
shit, dude.
That guy.
I mean, that's why those two people make the big bucks, dude. We ain't make shit because we didn't come up with those nutty ass slogans.
Oh, with those guys in the GIF.
Yeah. You're gonna need to clip that, dude. That's gonna have to be part of the background.
Oh, that could. Yeah, I could put them in the
It's
corner.
gonna
Like,
have to be a thing. That's
Nice.
a thing.
I'll take them.
Yo, that's dope. That's actually dope. I don't like those tighty whitey like super tights. I know.
Oh, you don't like the briefs?
Nah, not a fan.
Those
I
are-
need boxers, bro. I don't know. Like, it's weird.
Yeah, those are boxer briefs. I used to wear boxers in my teens and early 20s. And at some point I just got some briefs, I forget why, and I was like, I like the...
I don't know. I rocked them for a little while. I still have some at the crib, but I don't know, dude. I need to,
You just rock the boxers with
be a
the
little loose, you know? Like,
with the gate open. The open gate, you slide though.
well, you got a fucking button there. I mean,
Okay, you get the boxer with a button.
yeah, fuck yeah, dude.
Okay.
I mean, that's kind of weird.
Yeah.
Like boxers that don't have buttons.
Yeah, it's usually like a flap. It's like a set of flaps overlapping.
Yeah. You know what would be cool, dude? If they like brought back the old school like pajamas. You remember when they used to have the shit box,
shit
dude?
flap?
Yes.
Yeah. I think they got
That'd
those.
be dope, dude. If they just have underwear like that.
Yeah, I think they got the onesies with the shit flap.
They do. They definitely do.
I mean, it's either the shit flap or like girls wearing the onesies. You know what I mean? And you're
Yeah.
like, all right, girl,
It's definitely for girls, yeah.
let's see the
Like,
butt
But
flap. Yup.
with one T. That'd be clever as fuck, dude.
Yeah,
I mean, just regular ass things, like, cause I don't know, dude. Sometimes like you just sit on that, like, you know, the toilet seat and it's cold as fuck.
yeah. I feel like they did bring those back around. I would worry about getting shit on the you know what I
That's
mean?
true on the flap,
There'd be a whole thing. It touches the
on
toilet.
the trap door.
Yeah, the trap door. The back
Bro, that's
trap
exactly what it is. It's literally just a trap door on your fucking
for when you're
pajamas.
for when you're going out to the outhouse and you want to avoid like dire wolves in your backyard.
Yo, that's crazy though, cause like they definitely thought about that. They were like, man,
What if I got
homeboy
shit
encounters
myself?
danger, like he could just piece the fuck out.
Encounters danger.
He doesn't even have to pull his pants up. My man could just be like, out.
I feel like if there was a couple I knew and like they invited me over to their house and they were both wearing matching onesies,
With the flap though.
I don't know what I'd do. I'm pretty sure like that's an offer.
That's definitely a personal time though, I feel like.
I
You
feel-
can't just both be rocking onesies like matching. Or even, you know what, they don't even have to match. That's a personal time, you know. I feel like that's not something that you just invite people to see or experience.
Yeah.
It's awkward from the other person's perspective, right? Like if I were to walk into a house and like the two people that invited me here were like for a party, it was just
Yeah.
wearing onesies, like that's Something's fucking going on there. It's weird.
If I walk into that park,
We just better have a Star Wars marathon or something.
yeah. If I walk in and it's a dude, and I'm like, all right, you want me to bang your girl? Okay. Like that's what I assume's about to happen.
That's how you see it?
I think if I walk into that and they're nonchalant about it, that at some point they're gonna ask like, all right, cuck me.
I definitely think it's a Star Wars marathon type of night.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's it. Like, it's all about the vibe, right? It's all about the energy,
Yeah.
right?
Why don't they make fucking pajamas with the trapdoors on the back? That's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
They definitely don't. They stopped doing that. I don't know why.
I feel like the wear and tear eventually, like the door will sag,
Yeah.
and like butt cheeks will come out.
It's just oh,
Yeah, I could see the material, like I said, going downhill. Everybody's rocking that skin tight now. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Dude, it's weird because like even dude onesies, they don't even have like a penis flap, the zipper type of thing. Like not even a button, dude. Like you legitimately have, because I mean, not ashamed to admit it. Obviously, I have a onesie.
Okay.
I'm speaking from experience here.
All right.
So you legitimately, I have a pretty cool one, dude. It's a Rick and Morty one. It's a thing of Rick.
Okay.
It's literally like Rick's lab coat suit. Right?
Okay.
His like regular casual black or
I
brown
got you.
pants,
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
like his lab coat, and it stretches out the back here. It's pretty cool. And then the hood is his head. So it's got like the blue hair, and then it's got the eyeballs on it.
That's
pretty
fun.
badass. I'll have to show it to you once. But so that's what it is, and it does not, because I mean clearly made for a dude, right? I would imagine.
Yeah.
But you can almost say like Morty's is made for girls.
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know.
Like a
Anyways.
like a sexy Morty onesie.
Yo, why was that never a thing that happened in Halloween, dude? Sexy Morty.
Oh yeah, that guy someone had to have done that.
Dude, they do like the craziest shit for Halloween. Weird fucking outfits, dude. Like sexy fucking Coca-Cola bar.
I feel like, yeah. Oh yeah, like a sexy,
What the fuck do you mean? How?
like two sexy twin towers walking.
Yeah, dude.
Like,
It's, oh
Jesus.
my lord, dude.
Yeah.
Sexy bottle of lotion. Huh? So, bro, we gotta drop one, dude, for the quarantine, dude. You gotta do sexy bottle of Purell.
Oh yeah, that's the
You
joint.
just got
Right?
like you just got like the little squirt thing hanging off. It's like a dude version.
Yo.
It's like a dude version.
Lotion.
It's like a dude version, yeah.
Lotion
And then-
right here. God,
And then the girl version would just be
like the virus.
the. Nah, it would just be the sanitizer wipes.
Okay, I got
It
you.
would be a wipe, I guess. I don't know.
I'm thinking.
How you would make that into a.
I'm the Lysol bottle, right? Right where my dick and balls at. That's where the lotion comes out.
D&B, bro.
Yeah, the D and B's.
This is a PG-13 podcast.
Yeah, all the kids listen to this. And then the chick is just the virus, and I'm trying to disinfect the virus.
Oh boy.
You know what I'm saying? Like that. That's a great Halloween.
Halloween 2020.
Eventually, they'll figure out what COVID-19 looks like. I don't know if the
And
virus.
then someone will be like, "Sexy COVID-19."
Yeah, and you're just a big ball. It's just a chick in a
You
ball
got like
suit.
a bunch of fucking little arms hanging out everywhere,
Yeah. Well,
and they're
Yeah.
thick.
no, but yo, thick in the back.
Thick COVID-19.
There's that's another Pornhub search. COVID-19.
Wow.
Yeah,
that's
there's like people who were like, oh my god, I think I'm infected.
like people that caught that shit, and they're just like, "Let's get it."
I think it's just like people dressing up in like quarantine, like, oh, we're quarantined
No,
together. Let's.
get the fuck out of my face.
Yeah,
dude.
yeah.
That's-
It's so funny. Does it?
Well, I mean, you could probably do it, right, and not catch it as long as you have. Well, I mean, I guess. Well, because it's only transmitted via, I guess what is it? It's like if it gets into your lungs, that's the only way to catch it, really.
Is that how it works?
Yeah, I think.
The
I'm pretty
flu?
sure.
Yeah.
So the only way to catch it is basically like if you were to have a piece of it right on your hand and you were to rub your mouth or face or whatever, it'd probably get there.
I'm just sucking.
But
my
it's like a
thumb.
straight path to the lungs, right? That's where it goes. I mean, that's what it affects.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
I think. I'm pretty sure I'm right. I hope I'm right.
I think whatever the rules work with the flu, I think that also applies.
Yeah. So, I mean, technically, if you don't cough on that person, I guess you can
Yeah,
get
true.
away with it.
You're both wearing masks. You're just like, yeah.
Like crazy hazmat fucking masks. Dude,
Yeah.
I'm telling you, man, I need to buy me a hazmat suit.
Yeah,
Or what if I just showed up to your crib today? I was like, yo, let's shoot this bad boy. And I'm just
that'd be funny.
wearing a yellow, big fucking Teletubby suit.
Yeah, I'd run with it. We're like, all right.
Who's to say I'm not wearing one right now?
Like
Y'all don't know.
Yeah, true. We could be like in the bunker right now.
I mean, I could be wearing a yellow hazmat suit, wearing a Santa MeUndies on top.
That's true. You could have like a hazmat tee under the white tee.
It's fucking like one of those tuxedo shirts.
yeah.
Just a hazmat, like protected. That's it. I'm good. I'll survive. Dude, I've been saying this all week, man. A big part of me wishes that this virus, and it's, I'm sorry to say this, but like this virus, once it infects you, kills people, right? And then those people rise from the dead.
Oh yeah, you talk about the corona.
I want a zombie apocalypse, dude.
Corona zombies.
I need it.
I think it'd be good for
you all just running around in like fucking flamingo shirts, you know, like those button downs, dude.
Yeah. I think it'd be
shirts, and then
I think it'd be good for the economy. I think how World War II was great for America as an economy. It'll be rose as a superpower.
Yeah, but it was only good because of World War One.
Yeah,
that whole entire thing was a thing.
Yeah, that happened, and then but like, I think it would be like everyone would get up and be like, "Oh, we got stuff to do now, right?" Every morning you wake,
zombies.
Every morning you wake up, you got to go out. All right, you got to manufacture bullets. I mean, I gotta, we need farmers. You know what I mean? Like it would just become a whole thing. You know, what would you do in a what? This is a great segment, right? Check me out. What would you do? Let's say, in zombie apocalypse, you woke up, and I woke you up like the beginning of Skyrim. Like, oh, you finally awake.
You're prisoner.
Yeah. And
what are you doing on this caravan? Like,
and then we're both like, all right, now it's half of everybody is zombies. There's a couple of us left. You know what I mean?
Dude, that's such a cool fucking environment to be in, dude. And I've been saying this like all fucking week, bro. We've been in zombie apocalypse weather. Because for me personally, I always picture like zombie apocalypse weather as like gloomy, either really rainy or just a little bit rainy, and it's gloomy. It's been gloomy as fuck, dude. You can't deny that for the last like 3 days.
That's what you mean.
And this is like when the fucking, the big concern started happening.
Yeah.
And it's just weird. It like tacks onto my fucking imagination. So I don't know, dude. Honestly, if that was a thing, I don't know. I feel like the first thing you would need to do is you definitely would have to go out for like a scouting party, right? Like you would have to figure out where people are, right?
Yeah.
And then you have to figure out where the main source of attraction for zombies is.
Yeah.
Right? Like you have to know your directions. You have to figure out where shit is, where shit isn't. Okay. So for me, the biggest worry, and again, this whole entire thing goes to prove that like people are the biggest threat. So, clearly, for the time being, you stay away from them. And dude, honestly, like, I think if it comes down to it, like, I'm genuinely a nice person, right? I try to be nice to other people.
Yeah.
And I feel like in a situation where it's, like, life or death, I would murder the shit out of you. Like, I would, no, not you in particular, but I'm just saying, like if I didn't have shit, right? If I didn't have shit, and a person down the block was like, yo, man, I got all this toilet paper. Like, I'd be like, dog, I just ran out of toilet paper. I mean,
it's time to wipe my ass with you.
I need to fuck. Yeah, exactly. I mean, I'm about to. They don't know what I'm capable of,
Yeah, that's the tough part, right? Because it's like, I would take whatever I got in the crib, where I batten down the hatches, I make sure shit's cool around here, But then I'm like, I gotta go out and get stuff, so.
Yeah.
I'm going to walk out. There's going to be zombies I'm going to have to smoke. There's going to be other humans that are like, you have nice sneakers, dog. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're trying to do that to you. So, yeah, it's real tough. I think I've always wanted to move. Yeah, I kind of would I would take the opportunity to move back to Philly, right?
Mm.
And what I do is
a good idea, I think.
I feel like it's got pros and cons. It depends on what's going on. But I feel like I bring a sledgehammer with me, right? And I just break up the street, you know what I mean? And then I'd create a farm.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, all right, we need some farmland. Cool.
You'd also probably want to like build a moat around your crib.
That could be a good idea. A little defense.
To be a thing.
Yeah. It'd be tough dealing with people because I'd be like, hey, well, we're gonna start a new democracy. We're gonna all be cool. We're gonna be allies. Yeah. But like, if you're a shitbag, I don't know.
That's why you got to be like, if you're gonna assume the position of a leader in that case, right? Which I think not a lot of people want to do, but
Yeah.
In that case, I will rise to the occasion, right? And I'll be
Yeah.
ruthless, right? Like, I'll be like the fucking Genghis Khan of that economy, right? And I'll be like, you know what? I know what you're doing. I was sleeping the other day, and Martha said that you were sitting there plotting to take over my fucking
Martha.
turnips. Like,
Yeah.
you were about to take half and peace out.
Yeah.
That's not how it works. And then I would take you and I would make an example out of you, right? And then
I say.
just like public execution style shit, right? Like, boom, done. You're dead. Anybody else want some?
I
No.
say.
But the thing is, I think the key is keeping your circle small. Right?
Yeah.
You gotta have people that you trust. And I think that's like, you can't just, I don't know, building a community is like, it's weird because you have to trust everybody, and you might be running into issues there because some people will definitely be like, nah, you know what? I don't like the leader, man.
As long as shit's cool, like here's the problem. If you're able to find like guns and like you go to a supermarket and no one looted it yet, the whole nine, right?
That's not going to be a thing, though.
As long as shit's cool on that level, as long as we got stuff, the democracy would thrive, right? But the second like scarcity hits, then it's like, all right, well,
Everyone start losing their fucking
everyone's
minds.
like, all right, well, we got to do something. So I think the key to it, I guess that's the key to current democracy, is you got to make sure shit's cool. You know what I mean? All the foods in stores, you know, you can buy Purell, whatever the fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's, right? As long as, that's why only less than half of people actually even vote when it comes election time, because shit's cool. We don't need to, you know what I mean? Fine. It's been cool for the last 4 years. It'll be cool whoever gets in. That's why you never see that. It's only the people who are like, I'm mad now, or I'm interested, or I want to do something. Those are the only people. Those are the only nerds that vote. You know?
That's true.
Yeah, people who are
I feel like a lot of that part is going to be people acting tough.
Yeah.
You know, and then you just like checking them. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like I said, I'm willing to assume the role of like, I'm the top dog, right? Like, that's me. Don't fuck with my community type shit, you know? And I'd be ruthless inside the community too, because I'd just be like, you know what? No, that's not going to pass fucking Johnny.
Johnny,
You're getting fucking murdered tonight, bro, in front of a fire.
Johnny and Martha. These are some old school names.
Dude, I mean...
Yeah.
All right, let me just... Yeah, I don't know.
I got you just spitballing. I hear you. Yeah.
But,
yeah, with me, it's the same, you know, it's like, here's the thing you can't do is I always thought that'd be cool, like, I always thought when I was a kid, I'd be like, what if me and all my friends moved to an island and started a new country? You know what I mean? Here's the problem
it's
is...
kind of like that.
Yeah, you can't really pitch the idea of like, hey, I'm the king, right, guys? You know?
You gotta almost like play it safe and just like let it happen, but also pushing the right buttons at the same time, right?
You gotta, I think the real way to go about it is you're the de facto, you're the man to go to.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Then that'll just kind of naturally happen. Yeah. And then like if
you make yourself almost the leader, but
Yeah.
you're not quite taking control of the situation, so when time comes, they're like, okay, everybody's voting you as the
you're the leader, you just ain't saying it, yeah. And if some cocksucker rises up and tries, hey guys, I should be the king, you blow his face
chop
away.
his fucking head off.
Yeah, that's how you do it. First stupid,
One or the other works.
First stupid motherfucker that says that, all right, we gotta get rid of him.
Like, yo, Sean, man,
Yeah.
why he wearing a red shirt? We all blue shirts.
Yeah. Cause
You're like, who?
The first guy to say, hey, we should get a leader, right, and I should be the leader, we all know he's the sociopath in the group. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, he's the one that's at least willing to come out and say that he's a sociopath by admitting that he wants power. So, yeah, you got to smoke that guy first. Mm-hmm. I feel like that's the move. I feel like you just start a new country. Like,
there's always that second guesser, really.
Yeah.
God, it's like, I'm going to question every fucking thing you say.
Yeah, it's always a detractor. He'll start, like, the opposing faction. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I feel like that's the move. You set up, like, I would break up the streets. I'd start a farm, right? I'd try to get everyone in here. Yeah, we lit it up. And then after a season, like, after 1 or 2 harvests, I feel like I would pack up my little, like... Harvests. I feel like I'd pack up my cut, you know, make a little backpack full of turnips. And I feel like I would just journey west. I'd be like, guys, I'm going to see what's out here. I'm going to go...
I think zombie apocalypse, though, you have to go north. Like, I think...
North.
Yeah, I think, statistically speaking, according to a lot of, like, zombie guides, there's less chances that an infection or... I mean, obviously, the farther north you go, there's less people, right? So that's a plus. The other thing is a lot of microbes and, you know, infections and viruses and shit like that they don't want to they want to thrive in like a warm environment, right? So
That's true.
that's the other thing.
Yeah, the cold will kind of kill everything.
And the other thing too, also, is like if let's say they are zombies, right, by classic standards,
Yeah.
they're decomposing, right?
Yeah.
At some point, they'll probably just give out, right?
Yeah.
And I think what was it? I think in a colder environment, like they stay alive a little bit longer,
Yeah,
but they're not going to be as active because they're a little bit frozen up, but
their joints are freezing up, but they're not. The skin and meat doesn't fall.
yeah.
off
I mean,
their
they'll
bones.
definitely stay alive longer, right? Obviously, because their
Yeah.
body will be more preserved. Like they won't be just decomposing and shit.
Yeah, that's what you mean.
But they won't be moving as much, right? Like in a
Yeah.
warm environment, because then they're like, yeah, we're fucking just gonna raid this Walmart.
When I see zombies in any kind of like thing or movie, I just think they're a placeholder for the other people once the government collapses. You know what I mean? It's an allegory. It's just like, yeah, they're not actually, they don't have a disease. They're just broke. They're in the city, and you're not their friend. And they're going to come beating your door down for, canned
The
tuna.
craziest thing about fucking zombies is that they just don't give a fuck, right? Because it's
Yeah.
like if you go up against a human, right? At some point, you're bound to reach like a point where both of you agree, and the one
Yeah.
guy like gives, right?
Yeah.
A zombie doesn't give a fuck, right? A
gotta-
zombie's just there to, like, chew you the fuck up.
It's true,
And
yeah.
that motherfucker will keep going.
You got to slam them.
Yeah. But at some point, right, like, you figure out a way to fight them, right? To, like, slice their head off. Boom.
Yeah.
Done. Dead. Like, you can control that.
Yeah.
But a human, like, if
human-
that man doesn't agree with you, like, that dude will keep fucking going.
Yeah.
You know, it's like two caged animals fighting.
That's true.
You know, it's...
I feel like I would get a good trench coat, right? I would get 2 swords, and I would just journey, and then just
Yeah.
I would cut through the whole land. with
Light enough swords to hold in both your hands, though.
Yeah, I feel like
you do have to have a ranged weapon, though. That's the thing.
a range. Yeah, I feel like I would just run. I would get a
No, but that's the thing, right? So melee weapons, arguably the best, right?
yeah
In a zombie apocalypse,
unlimited
situation.
ammo. Yeah.
Right? You don't have to worry about it. I mean, the only thing you have to worry about is like sharpening it and maintaining it at the end of every
Yeah,
encounter, right?
because
Like,
it could snag.
right, exactly. So you don't want it to break in the middle of an encounter. So you do that, right? Which is pretty straightforward. I mean, that's understandable. So we do that, but then if you come against a human, which inevitably you will.
Yeah,
You can't just like you can't come at mans with a sword, you know? Like dude will be
Yeah.
like, I got a handgun. What the fuck you doing?
that's true.
So,
yeah, so you'd have
that's-
to duel. You had to get your flintlocks together and
Right, you got to have an AR or something strapped behind your back, or fucking couple handguns like Neo style, you know, like SMGs just chilling on the side of your legs.
yeah, you
under
need
that trench coat where you're
Yup.
just like, surprise, motherfucker. What up?
you need that one shot Dillinger
Yeah.
while you're on the ground.
You got
weak.
like a sniper on the tower. You're like, huh?
Yeah.
You aiming at me?
I feel like it'd be a great time to travel though, and it'd be interesting. It'd be our own little RPG adventure. Just travel, fight dudes, level up.
Dude, it would be
Meet
so
people.
fucking cool to just like walk on a street with like nobody there.
Have you ever taken a walk at like 4 in the morning out in
Yeah,
the city?
that's
Yeah,
exactly.
I feel like I own Philly when I do that shit. I love it.
But then you got like those bums that are just like, yo man, you got $1, bro?
I love telling bums that I do, and then when they're like, can I get $1? And I'm like, nah.
Yo, you got money. Yeah, I love the way that people like beg or people ask for shit. They're like, yo man, you got $1, bro?
Yeah,
I might. I
Bitch.
do.
bitch, I might.
I do. And then they're like, can I have one?
Yeah, they never.
Nah.
They never hear yes.
Yeah.
You gotta.
That like confuses the human brain, dude, because it's like some
Yeah.
people think that as some people will say that as like I'm asking you, but then when you just answer their question, you're like,
yeah.
what?
Yeah, like pretend you're the bum, right? And I'm just walking past you, right? And you ask me for $1.
No, you pretend you're the mom.
Okay, I'm the bum. You got $1?
Fuck no.
Okay, now let's do it reverse. I'm walking past.
Nah, son.
I'm walking past. Yeah, ask if I got any change on you.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah, what's up?
You have $1 to spare. I'm hungry.
Nah, the way you word it fucked me up.
Oh,
You were supposed to
soft
say-
bitch.
you were
dude.
supposed to
You're
say-
soft as fuck,
It's not,
my guy.
It's not. It's
Nah,
propaganda.
dude. Do that to me. Hit me with that.
Ew, you gotta buck my guy.
Back the fuck up, dog. Just, All right, I'm gonna hit you. Yo, I know you're the Don and all, but
Yeah.
bro, you got a buck?
Yeah, I got a buck.
Yeah, let me hold that.
Nah,
Why not though?
I need that shit. You got a buck?
For what? What's $1 nowadays, bro? What you gonna buy with that?
What you gonna buy with that?
Man, I got 75 cents. I could buy a hot dog at 7.
Shit. I'll go buy you a hot dog.
Yeah, let's travel together.
Yep.
We boys now.
Bum has joined the party. Yeah. Yep.
Equip me, bro. Throw me some of your spare equipment, bro. Like, hit me with that broadsword, bro.
Roughly.
I know you said earlier you was traveling with 2 fucking swords, bro. Hit me with that shit.
I can build a party of
Hit me
bums
with
when we
that
can just
short
travel.
sword.
Yeah.
Yo, honestly though, I feel like bums have like a crazy fucking advantage when it comes to that.
They probably got high
Bums
strength.
would be fucking leaders in zombie apocalypses.
Yeah, you're right. Because
They
there'd be something to do,
because they
right?
know what the fuck they're doing. They know where to go. They don't have anything to worry about.
Yeah.
Fuck, dude, that's actually just now hitting me. Like, I'm actually offended by that. That's crazy because I thought I had it all figured out, but these motherfuckers have been figured it out.
Yeah, they're the cats you go to. So, yo, guys, where the bums? Look, I got food. Let's
Yo,
all
you
fucking
could just
go.
like recruit a party of bums, dude, where you're like,
Yeah.
I mean, if you just show up, I
Yeah.
mean, obviously, like, bread won't be a situation in that point, right? Like, they're not going to be asking you for money. Dude, if you just show up with a bunch of, like, fuck, I don't even know, dude, just a bunch of, like, canned food.
Beans.
Yeah, canned food.
Give
You're
them
like,
beans,
yo,
yeah.
I got the food. You got the street cred knowledge. Let's
Yeah.
get it. Here's a sword.
Here's a
gun. Here's a gun. We in there. We boys.
I feel like you get a formation of 9 where you're in the center. So, like, if zombies roll up,
You sacrifice bums.
you got meat. You got a meat shield in
Yeah,
front of you. Yep.
he sacrificed a bum to get to the town square. Like,
One guy gets beat.
City
You
Hall.
just you grab one from the side, put him in the front. You know what I mean? Just strap him to your arm like a buckler. Just a bum. Boom.
+6 defense.
Yep. Grab the other one by his ankle. Use him as a sword.
No, that's a double sword because you got the bum with the sword, and then you pick up the bum. You swing the bum while the bum swings the sword.
Yeah. But he's.
That's a fucking.
You guys have.
That's a wrap.
You guys have a combo attack kind of pointed out together. Yeah.
Yeah, dude. You just.
I love bums.
Oh shit.
I love bums. A lot of times I'll be passing through Center City like at weird hours, and it's like there's a layover to wait for the first bus or whatever. I swear to God, I'll talk to a dude for hours.
Yeah.
I'll just hang out, chat, blah blah blah. Buy him like a biscuit over at 7-Eleven.
See, I'm cool with that, right? Like, and we've been out late as fuck for a lot of times, right?
Yeah.
When we originally hung out, and
Yeah.
it's like, see me, I'm respectful of shit like that, right? Like, if a bum
Yeah.
comes up to you and they're like, "Yo, man, like, keeping it real," you know, they're like, "Dude, I'm hungry as fuck. Like, nobody's donated to me today. You know, can you look out for your boy?" I'm like,
Yeah.
you know, like that one fucking guy that was like, "Hey, man, can you lend me $1?" And you're like, "Bro, what's up? Can you fucking get me a sandwich?"
Yeah.
And you're like, "What you want?" Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a fucked up situation, right? Where my man just lost his shit. Was like, "Man, you ain't even give me a drink, dude."
Yeah,
That was
yeah.
fucked up.
Yeah.
That was fucked. Like that, you should not even get to that point, dude. But
Yeah.
when you're out there and you're doing your thing and you're like, "Man, you know, like it'd be cool if we all just went in there." Like I was going
Yeah.
into this gas station, like, "Yo, man, you mind grabbing me something to eat?" Like,
Yeah.
fuck yeah, bro, let's go. I'll get you some shit.
Dude, sometimes I'm in a jolly mood and I got a pocket full of change. I see a dude. I'll start
Full of change.
I'll start reaching for like a quarter, like, bam, let me just hit you. Because I'm just in that mood. I sit, you know what I mean? Sometimes it's better to kind of keep them off you. You know what I mean? Just,
I'm honestly, bro, I can't lie to you. I'm picturing like a musical.
yeah.
And you're just walking with like this fucking
Top-
strut.
top
and you're
hat
just
cane.
you're like fucking doing a flip, and then you like as you're doing a fucking 180
Yeah.
or a 360 or whatever you want to do, you pop in your pocket, and then you flick a quarter, and the
Yeah.
bums just like, and they all like line up, right? And they all line up, and you're walking straight, and there's like bums all around you, like going straight like the fucking red carpet type shit.
Mm-hmm.
And you're just still going,
Like they're all walking out, but then they're kind of like making room.
Yeah.
Like they're a bunch of like flapper dancers. Like,
Yeah.
do.
And definitely a BG's fucking songs playing in the background.
Like a staying alive.
Yeah. Yup, exactly, dude.
That's so funny.
Fuck, dude, that needs
Yeah.
to be
I just be in that.
reality.
Yeah, I just be in that like kind of stride sometimes, and I'm like, shit, he could use that more than me. You know what I mean? Like, if I got it, I'm like, yeah, you're golden. You know what I mean?
I don't know. I personally, I don't like giving bums money because in that case, I really don't know what you're doing with it, right? And that's like the biggest fear that I have, right? Because I don't want to donate my money to you. But like, again, I have no problem handing you money, right? But I don't know where that's going, right? And I would feel bad if you were to use it to harm yourself. You know, that's a little messed up. So what I do is
while I pour you a glass of whiskey.
Yeah. Damn, bro.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
So you.
That's just a 2 ounce of whiskey. I'm gonna need some Coke.
Yeah.
But dude, the thing is, I mean, you know, I'm totally okay with giving like if you're hungry out in the street, you know, you got no way to you know, to feed yourself.
Yeah.
I'm okay with buying you stuff. You know, like I've been to gas stations. And people have been like, "Yo, man, can I hold $1?" I'm like, "Yo, you hungry? Like, you thirsty? What you want? You know?"
I'll give you a little
I'm alright
something
with that. Yeah, like I'm cool. If I'm going to a gas station, bro, I'll get you some honey buns. Like, I mean, that'll last you through the night. You know, maybe a couple hours afterwards, you'll be all right. But afterwards, it's like I can't just like I don't know, dude. I've been hit up by this bum once. I remember like, and I guess the dude didn't even look like a bum. He was like, "Yo, bro, like I'm short on cash, man. Like I need thing to like fill up my gas tank." I accidentally gave this dude a fucking 20, dude, by accident. Like I meant to give him a 5, gave this man a 20. Yo, this dude bounced. Like I turned the corner, bro, and this man was just gone.
That hurts my balls.
Yeah, that fucked me up.
That's a rough one. How's that taste? Is that enough?
I'm afraid to taste it, dude. I'm gonna need some Coke.
Yeah, I got some Coke. All right. So we got the Coke.
Why'd you have to fucking sniff like that, dude?
So I thought it would be funny, yeah.
Air it out.
Yeah. I once literally gave a man the shirt off my back. Homeless dude.
That's a crazy ass metaphor, dude.
Yeah. Homie was out, you know, I was out around like Ron and the Bully, Philly, right? This was 03, something like that.
Wow.
Dude, it was cold outside. I had like a shirt, like a t-shirt like you're rocking, but with like, I had a long sleeve on top of it. Dude was outside, cold, homeless, no jacket, you know what I mean? So me and the crew was out like trying to hustle to see what we had. I'm like, here man, you had us. I handed it to him. We walked to our block to go chill, and I'm like, shit, I had my money in the fucking shirt pocket.
Ooh.
I go back, dude's still at the Chinese shop. I'm like, hey my man, you got, check the breast pocket. He does, he's like, oh shit, it's like $15 or whatever. I'm like, cool, thanks, man. And he's like, damn, I'm so broke and stupid, I can't even. You just handed me money. I don't even know about it.
That's a good person, though. That's just an unfortunate situation that person was in.
Yeah.
Because that's genuinely like, I care. You know, that's just I'm just asking for a favor. You know, and I appreciate shit like that. That's what I mean. Like, I'll definitely. I don't know, and it's hard to tell, man. It's really hard to tell, and I feel like that's the problem of giving bums and homeless people or whatever you want to call them money. That's the problem. I genuinely don't know. You watch that cough, bro.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get a little quieter here. It means I'm backing up.
Yeah.
But yeah. I mean that's the problem because you really just don't know what they're gonna do with it. You know that's my biggest problem with it.
Yeah.
I think because you might look like you're a little fucked up on.
I'll be alright. You'll be okay.
Bruh.
I've been in the crib all week. You ain't catching shit.
You've been in the crib for like the last 2 years.
Vast majority of it.
Yeah, I'm not that worried.
Yeah, that's what you mean. You try and make sure, like, my thing is, like, if it's just a dude, a bum that just, like, he just likes to hit the corner store, grab himself a, you know what I mean, pounder of beer and just do that. All right, man, that's what gets you by. There is calories in that shit, so you're going to be okay. You know what I mean?
I think you pass off as, like, a local, you know? If you see the same bum, like, multiple times, you're like, all right, yeah, this dude's legit.
That's the thing. If you're back and forth through, you kind of know, yeah, you kind of recognize them.
What if there's, like, a crazy fucking conspiracy, dude? What if there's, like a mastermind behind bums that are like, yo, go out there. This is my fucking... It's almost like a pimp, dude, for just bums, you know? They're like, yo, that's my corner. You go out there. Johnny gets this week.
Yeah.
Matilda gets that week.
Yo, I love your name. Matilda.
I don't know, dude. I'm just Saying words.
Esther gets it
Names,
next month.
Greta.
Yeah,
swings through.
Greta.
But like that's what I mean. You know, it's just this person gets it this week, that person gets it this week. Because it's weird, right? Like, well, I mean, I drive, right? So like on the boulevard is the most common part. So
Yeah.
I mean, I don't go down the boulevard that often, but usually when I do, it's pretty much always like different fucking bums on the poles.
Oh yeah.
Whatever they,
They got the
traffic
signs and they
poles.
catch you with the red light.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
But it's usually always different bums, which is the crazy part. And that's what makes me want to drink that juice. Because I'm like, man, that just doesn't make sense. Like, why would this bum be here and then this bum be here? Like, do they think that this is like a profitable like intersection? Or is there a mastermind, like a puppet master just back there like, yo, this is your night. They got like a schedule and shit.
A master of bums, yeah.
They, and then they collect like a profit. But then they give out the rest, and
Okay,
they're feed them because they really don't have any self-worth, right? I mean, at that point, like if you're begging for money, I mean,
yeah,
the fuck, you probably just only care really about like keeping yourself alive,
keep
right?
warm and
like,
booze,
like, warm, fed.
I knew a chick who she was homeless and she lived up in NYC, and she says homeless and bums like they have a code, right? Like for like you do kind of work.
So they like respect each other.
Yeah, if one's yeah, exactly. There's kind of like we're in the same shit together. Okay, what's up? Like they don't really,
bro code.
Yeah, they don't really fuck with each other. One thing that most of them don't do is post up around like banks and ATMs.
Oh yeah, no, you don't want to do that.
If you see a bum doing that, they're playing the game real shitty. They're not respected amongst other bums. So
I don't think anybody is, dude. Like, you should not be around people when they take money out of their bank account. Even if you're next in line, you should be like 50 feet back.
Well,
you should be in your car waiting for that person to fuck off.
Yeah.
That's like...
Well, even then, I feel like, you know what I mean? It's just one of those deals, like, cool, man, if I rolled in a Wawa, hit the ATM, I bought a sandwich, I got a little pocket change, cool, I'll hit you with that, or I'll hit you with $1. You know what I mean? You can get that. But if you're catching me right at the ATM and it's all 10s and 20s coming out, I'm like, nah, man, I'm not, you posted here just for that reason, I'm not fucking with you. You know what I mean? Unless you catch a real jolly young motherfucker that's like, yeah, just got my check. Boom, give me a minute. And he walks out and the first thing he does is hand my man a 20. Yeah, maybe you can get that. But like the vast majority of motherfuckers are just going to see that like, nah, I'm good. I'm not fucking with you. You're kind of shitty. Even though you're in dire straits and you're here, still, fuck that. You know? But yeah, they work the same corners. They kind of do. It's like, if a bum's posted, a bum isn't going to be posted for another half a block or a block away.
Yeah.
And I guess on the boulevard...
That's weird. They're like spaced, They're spaced out. They're not like every corner. Because, I mean, you got to imagine, right? There's got to be like a homeless person per every block.
Yeah.
Philly. Like, there should theoretically be an every block person. Like, right? Like, it should be like a movie release. Like, it's like, boom, this guy comes out. Boom, this guy comes out. Boom, this guy comes out. And then at the end of the year, it should be like a tally. It's like the Oscars. You're like, yo, this guy had the best expression. Like,
Yeah.
he pulled up with the craziest sign.
The bum awards.
Yeah, the bum awards. Shit.
It's like in StarCraft, you can't build bases too close to each other.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or too close to the minerals. Same rules applies to bums.
That makes sense. That makes perfect sense. Yeah. But no, they're like, they definitely should have like Oscars, dude, where it's like, today you get to donate 2 pennies to your nearest fucking block. I don't know. But
here's the crazy.
I mean, because some people would like roll up with like crazy, like sad face and they're like,
oh, you think there's like a hit of the day? Like, yo, this man got a fucking 50 off a guy.
yeah.
Yeah.
There's definitely people that just donate like crazy amounts of money to people like for no reason. Like,
Yeah.
if I had a 50 in my pocket and I was like dumb fucking rich, like my mortgage was paid off and I was set for life. I mean, what the fuck am I using that 50 for? I mean, I do the same thing with like dollar bills. Like, if I'll give you an example, right? Like if I get asked for a few bucks, right? Like at work or something for like the snack machine, right? And the vending machine. I personally, myself, I don't like to carry cash on me. It's just not my type of thing. I'd rather use my card. I know my balance, blah, blah, blah. I'm dog shit at keeping track of money, I guess is what I'm saying. Right. But I would rather use my card as opposed to keeping cash because, and in shitty scenarios, I can always use that as an excuse. If somebody asks me for money, I'm like, I don't have cash, bro.
Just got a car.
If bums had cash readers, now that's a different story.
Oh, yeah,
I'd be like,
they
all right,
had-
I'll give you a buck.
Yeah,
Swipe.
swipe your
Yeah.
buck. That's funny.
They should graduate. That's the first thing they should be saving for, honestly. Like, when a
Yeah.
bum is just out there on the street, you know, and if y'all are listening, take note. I mean, I don't know how the fuck you're listening.
To all the bums that listen to the FMI podcast.
Bro, there's got to be, like, a driver of, like, a nice, like, fucking... I'm not even going to say Honda because fuck you. But there's got to be, like a decent, like, Toyota pulled up, like, on like, Adams and the Boulevard. And, like, you know, that's, like, a crazy corner for bums. And then, like, that bum just overhears us. Dude's just playing this on speakers, blasting 35 sound. And they're listening to this. That's the first thing you should save for, bro. Listen to me. Save yourself the fucking trouble and listen, because I don't have cash on me is not a valid excuse, right? So what you need to do is all that cash that like somebody gives you, you need to make a fucking investment, right? Just like the rest of us, right? I have spare cash. I invest it into something that I care about or something that I feel like will make me money. You need to invest that shit into a fucking card reader.
Square got them for free. As long as you got a phone, you're golden.
Make an LLC, bro.
Just pull up wherever you got Wi-Fi. Let it slide through the joint with his card for $1. You're good.
Bro, I mean, I don't know. Because, see, for me, like, that's... I don't feel remorse, right, when I say, nah, man, I don't have cash. Because I'm not lying to you.
Yeah.
I don't have cash on me.
I've done shit when I just had a card and I'm like, well, I can't give you cash. So this is mine now.
Yeah. But if you pulled up and you was like, yo, you got $1, bro? I'd be like, nah, I don't have cash. And you just went...
Debit or
Here's
credit?
a square. Yep, exactly.
Chip reader?
I'd be
Yeah,
like,
chip.
shit, dude, you got me. I would give you like $5. I swear, every time. Because
You feel like he's invested in himself.
Yeah,
so,
no,
yeah.
that's the truth right there. I mean, that's next level shit. First of all, like, you're thinking. You are thinking.
Yeah, you out here doing it. That's one thing, like, there's some people who make more money outside bumming for change than there are people who like working jobs.
Yeah.
That's the thing, especially overseas, like, when you go out and, you know what I mean, there's, like, beggars and, like, kids missing an arm or a leg. I swear to God, like, my buddy, he travels all over the world and shit. And he says, yeah, dude, that's sometimes a better alternative, just doing this tourist bullshit,
Just sit there and fucking cry
than to, like, go to school. They're just like, you actually make more money doing this than participating in the local economy. You know what I mean? Like the non-tourist. You know what I mean? Oh, cool, do this for X amount of dollars an hour. You actually make more money. Just a tourist to hit you with $1. You're paid now. A 5, a 10. That's bonkers in certain countries.
Well, that's solid as fuck, especially if it's like I mean, there's so many people that visit countries, right? And then there's so many people... You know what it is? I think that people, when they travel, they're more inclined to spend money, obviously, right? Because, first of all, most people... Like, the number one thing is most people don't know the exchange rule.
Yeah.
Right? Like, they don't know what the difference is between $1 and whatever currency that you're currently dealing with. So they're like, you know what? It's $1. Fuck it. But $1 to that person could be like $10.
Yeah.
In that country, so they're like, you just gave a bum a $1, and now it's like, yo, this dude's like eating for the next 3 days.
There's situations going on at the restaurant and just spending $1 on a meal, like that ain't shit to the American, but for them they're like, oh yeah, we made.
It's just the economy.
Yeah, it's like going to Benihana. It's like running a Benihana's to them.
Yeah.
They're like, Jesus Christ, fucking.
Dude, like regarding bums and like giving money, dude. Like the thing that I don't know. When I think about it on a deeper level, right? Like the thing that fucks me the most is, and Groundhog's Day, the movie, right, gives me feels all the time because that's such a feelsy movie, right? It's so good.
Yeah.
I mean, but that one part where like the guy asks, Bill Murray for money, right, and he kind of like brushes him off for like the first like hour of the movie. He's like, I don't have fucking money, and like he does it in like such a dickhead way. And if you watch that movie, you'll see what I mean. Like he's like, I might have $1, but nah. He knows he doesn't have $1, right? Like he searches his coat and like he's like, nah, sorry, bro. You know?
Oh,
he does that like 3 times in the movie.
Oh, he makes a show of it. I see.
Right. Like he looks through his thing. He's like, man, I might have change here and there. And then he's like, he knows he doesn't, right? So he's like, nah, fuck it. Like I'm just keep walking. And then at some point, like once it goes deeper into the movie, my man literally is like, he's trying. You could clearly tell that he's trying to be a better person, right? So at some point, he's just trying to save everybody from dying, and that's one of the things he does is he goes back and revisits the bum, and the bum actually dies that night. So he like feeds him, he takes him to a diner, he tries to prevent him from dying, and dude, that is like the most feelsy fucking moment.
That's pretty.
Like that fucks me up, dude. If a bum asks me for money, sometimes like if I'm in an emotional state, like I think that's what like happens.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm sitting here like, oh fuck, man, like that's. I don't know. They did a really good job filming that scene because that shit hurts, bro. Like it really like it hits you. It does.
I think I might have said this before. Never saw Groundhog Day.
You're out of your mind, dude.
Right? Everyone tells me about that shit. Everyone's
really
like,
should, dude.
yeah. What? How is it? What's it about?
So it's about this like stuck up, almost dickhead type of TV anchor,
Okay.
right? Well, he's like he's the weather guy, right? So
I gotcha.
this guy knows fucking everything about the weather. He goes to Punxsutawney,
Okay.
right, which is Groundhog's Day capital.
Yep.
So he goes there, and he's basically an asshole, right? The whole entire time. He goes there, basically gets stuck in a time loop, reliving the same day over and over and over again.
I see.
And no matter what he does, every time he wakes up, he relives that same day. And at some point, he figures it out. At some point, he tries to get out of it. At some point, he's like, what can I do to, like, get out of this time loop? And he basically figures out that he has to change his life. All right? Like, he has to become a completely different person. So at the end of the movie, Bill Murray, instead of being this dickhead type of guy, like, he basically just his whole life and there's like a bunch of rumors about like how long that like he actually spends in that time loop. Like some people say it's like 1,000 years, some people say it's like 10 days or whatever. There's like legitimate math behind this, and I haven't looked it up, but if you want to, you'll see it. But basically he pretty much is trapped in this time loop, and at some point like he figures it out and he wants to get out of it, and more or less what happens is like he basically has to become a better person to get out of it.
I understand.
And so I don't want to spoil it, but
nah, dude. I mean, come on,
dude, it's a great.
It's been out for 40 fucking
dude,
years.
It's a great. It came out in like '93, bro.
Okay, so it's
old as
27
fuck,
years old.
It's old as fuck.
Yeah.
You need to actually watch that movie, bro.
How long is Bill Murray stuck?
In Groundhog Day?
Yeah, here we go. Stuck in Groundhog Day.
Yeah, there's like I'm telling you, dude. There's like a bunch of theories going around. It's like thousands of years because people like take into account like what he actually did at the end, like what he learned, how he implemented it, and they're like this translates to this many years and so on and so on. And they're like, yeah, it's like 10,000 years he was stuck in this time loop.
10,000 years. Late great director Harold Ramis has said Phil is stuck reliving Groundhog Day for 10 years, while the site Wolfnards, who is often cited when figuring out the timeline, says 8 years, 8 months, and 16 days. Either way, 10 fucking years as well.
That's a lot, though. I mean,
yeah, there's an episode of Star Trek like that. They're
probably a Groundhog's Day tribute.
Yeah, I don't know which one came. They probably came out roughly around the same time.
They might have them, depending on the Star Trek, I guess.
What happens is they start off playing cards, like the crew, right? Mm-hmm. And then there's some kind of anomaly, and they investigate, and they crash into some shit. And then, boom, they're back playing cards. And they're like, oh, fuck. And one of them's like... And eventually it becomes a thing where... Yeah. I think like Jordy, right? What's his fucking name? I think he catches on, and he's like... And he figures out while they're playing cards, they're like, 5 of diamonds, blah, blah, blah. And they're like, how the fuck do you know? And he's like, yeah, we've been doing this for a while. And they go through all this crazy shit to get out of this time loop. And then when they sync back up to like, you know what I mean, like the clock, like real time clock, they realize they've been there for like months doing this shit. And I'm like, oh jeez, dude, we've been.
That's the difference between that and Groundhog's Day is that it was ultimately just a day, because when Mans woke up at the end, right, Phil, the non-groundhog, the guy, he woke up at the end and he was like, oh shit, it's the day after Groundhog's Day. It was literally next day shit.
Like, hey, he was doing the same deal for 10 fucking years.
I mean, again, it could have been more. Like, there's more things. Because, like, he does, like, a bunch of crazy shit in there. Like, first, one of the biggest things is, like, he learns how to play the fucking piano. Like a professional fucking player. Like, my man literally goes on a full piano solo concert in the movie, like, at some point.
Does he carry information from one day to the next?
Yeah. That's what he does. He basically lives the same time frame so much that he remembers what every person does, right? And then the one day that he ends up basically getting out of the time loop, he implements every single thing. Like what he does is he saves this dude from like choking.
Okay.
He plays like a concert. He gets everybody into this one room where he just plays a concert. He gets like this chick to fall in love with him, right? Which is the secondary character.
Yeah.
Basically becomes like the town hero. Like he
Okay.
basically plays God essentially is what he does.
He does. It's like Majora's Mask, and like in the one clip, he does everything.
Yeah. Like he throughout the whole entire movie, he pretty much like goes through like steps, right? Like the first one, he like he steals money from the bank.
Yeah.
Like he lived that timeline so much that he like remembers what the like you know how like people visit like in an armored truck.
Like he knows when a
roll
Brinks
up to a
truck is
bank.
pulling up.
Yeah, so he knows when they pull up. He knows what the fucking one guard will do. He knows what the other guard will do, and he times it to a point where he'll like walk and he'll be like, "Oh, car, oh, guy's going into the bank. Oh, guy trips, ties his shoe, takes 2 bags of fucking money, walks
Right.
away." All in a matter of like seconds, and then they like turn around. They're like, the guards are like, "Oh, what happened there?"
Nice.
"Oh, I guess it was nothing."
That's
But,
funny.
bro. You really have to check that movie out. I'm telling you, this is one of the best movies of all time.
So the
It really
last
is.
day, it's like 100% completion run.
Yeah, it's literally like him speed running through life, dude.
He just wakes up and just starts crusty nougat in 24/7.
Yep. He fucking Hadoukens.
He just goes through fucking everything. That's
No, he
wild.
does. That's crazy though. Like
That's pretty-
it's a
that's pretty
really
dope.
good movie, man. I don't know.
I'll fuck with it.
I think you'll enjoy it.
Yeah, I'll get around to it.
I can't like picture somebody just not liking that movie.
Yeah.
It's impossible.
I'll fuck with it.
It's such a good movie.
Did you ever see Money Trap or whatever the fuck it is?
No.
Money Pit?
No.
It came out in the late 90s. And it's about dudes that, like, they inherit this house. And, like, a mouse basically fucks over their entire life.
Ratatouille.
Yeah, pretty much. Like the original Ratatouille. This rat...
Stuart Little.
Yeah, he lives in this house. And these 2 dudes are trying to, like, they find out it's, like, an heirloom. And they're trying to auction it off for, like, millions of dollars. But, like, he's just there the whole time dicking them over.
Mm.
And I think eventually they end up, like, you know, fucking... they all run a fucking factory together or some shit.
I feel like we do a better job describing movies that are coming out rather than movies from like 30 years ago.
Hey, bro. Hey,
Yo, man, you ever heard of this movie called Groundhog's Day, bro?
Yeah.
That's crazy. That joint coming out.
Hey, have you ever heard of The Apartment by Jack Lemmon? Came out in the 1950s.
Y'all remember The Shining? Like,
Yeah.
what?
Black people weren't in baseball yet, but this movie came out.
Jeez. That was a dark turn.
Nah, I mean, I think people know about that. I like to...
It was a good movie.
I like to tack it to some historical relevance, you know?
Yeah. I don't know. Movies are... It's weird, man. Like, some movies are just completely time relative, right?
Yeah.
They're so fit for the timeline that they came out in.
Yeah.
And then some movies are just weird as fuck where you look at them and you're like...
Some stories are timeless. They're relevant in every era. I just saw Avengers Endgame the other day for the first time.
Wow.
Have you seen it?
Yeah, I've seen it.
Yeah, I liked it. It was alright. Yeah, my buddy's
We
been...
talked about this the last time.
Did we talk about this last time?
We briefly brought it up.
Okay. A couple days ago, I saw it, and it was alright. My buddy was like, he's a big Marvel fan, and he's like, dude, it's like 6 great movies in one. There's all these moments. Oh my god, he's gonna hear this and be like, yeah, it was my... But yeah, he's been pitching it to me so hard. He's like, dude, it's the epitome of movies. I saw it, I'm like, that's a pretty dope movie. Marvel movies hit me the same way every time. They're
Yeah,
pretty...
Marvel movies are not really special. Like, they're special in a sense where you watch it and you're like, ooh, ah.
Yeah.
You know? Like, it's cool because they have really good effects. They definitely do a good job, like, representing what they're made to do.
Yeah.
But that's it. Like, they're not meaningful movies. They're not made to last. Because you know damn right the next year is going to come out with the fucking Avengers 52.
Yeah.
You know? And...
When they blew up Tony Stark's house, I was a little shocked. That's about it. I know what you mean. I know what you mean. Here's the thing: if you've been watching, if you've been reading the comics, and if you were a fan before the movies, that shit's amazing. Apparently, you know what I mean?
That's true.
Yeah.
I mean, they do. I don't know, man. Honestly, I'm like half and half on stuff like that. I want them to follow the comics enough.
Yeah.
But I also don't because I mean, how many times are you gonna watch and reread or rewatch the same entire fucking story
True.
over again, right? Which it's like a mix up for me personally, right? Because like I'm a fucking Marvel geek or DC geek when it comes to like origin stories and shit. But then they go around and like change up these fucking dudes' stories, and I'm sitting here like, man, why'd you do that?
Yeah.
But at the same time, I'm like, okay, that's great, because why would I want to watch fucking Batman's origin for like the 89th time? You know?
Yeah. Like, that's
And they
cool.
really need to stop doing that dumb shit where it's like, we get it. I know where Batman comes from. I know he's Bruce Wayne. I know his parents died. I get it.
Yeah.
You don't need to do it again.
Yeah.
You don't need to do a flashback of it. It's the Batman. Just do the Batman.
Yeah, keep doing Batman. Yeah. I thought it was cool that people
Or
saw...
give him a fresh start, but don't include his fucking parents dying.
Yeah.
We get it. We know.
Yeah, I thought it was cool that people saw the Thanos snap, right? Because that was something in the comics that, like, only comic nerds know about. So I'm like, oh, cool, you're bringing it to the big screen. I didn't know about it until then. And I was like, oh, cool, nice, you're doing a thing, right? Yeah, don't keep showing me Uncle Ben dying in Spider-Man.
Yeah.
You know, I actually cried during Spider-Man.
Which one?
First one.
Ooh.
What's his face? Tobey Maguire.
Yeah.
Uncle Ben dies. I'm chilling with my mom, my boy Matt. I'm bawling in the front. I'm bawling in the front row for about 40 minutes until I got my shit together.
Damn.
It just hit me, like you said, like...
So you're crying while he's going through his metamorphosis.
Yeah, like while he's doing all this stuff, and he's bawling, like, and I'm like, all right, I'm fine.
Uncle Ben.
Yeah, that so hit me so hard. And I think because I watched Spider-Man.
So, like, the part where he brings up, like, Uncle Ben's lessons in the movie, where he finally figures out that, you know, with great power comes great responsibility. You're like, oh, fuck.
Yeah, that was probably a little, I was, like, over it, you know what I mean? Like,
so you did drop another tear at that point.
I probably was like,
I feel like you should.
Do it to me, guys.
You're fucking right, bro. You're fucking damn right.
But it was funny because I was, like, causing a scene. I was just fucking... I was young.
Dude.
Yeah, I was like 11, 12, 13.
You're like every bitch watching The Notebook.
Oh, yeah, dude, for real. I feel it. Because it was so, you know, I used to watch the cartoons in the 90s, you know?
Yeah.
Shit would come on Channel 17, and then all of a sudden I'm watching the big screen, they're like, oh, Uncle Ben died.
Live action.
Yeah, but...
That's a sad moment, because that's the moment that makes Spider-Man Spider-Man.
Yeah, but now there's two...
I mean, if there was no Uncle Ben dying,
yeah,
there's no Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Right? Like, ultimately, it is what Spider-Man is.
Yeah, there's always a thing, right? Like, Jesus Christ isn't Jesus Christ if Judas doesn't betray him. You know what I mean? There's always an event that's fucked up that turns the other guy into something, you know? But, like, yeah. But here's the thing. Since then, there's been 2 more Spider-Mans.
Yeah.
There's the other dude with the hair, and then there's, like, the young dude with, like, the hot aunt. Like, Auntie May is hot in the new Spider-Man. You know what I mean? She's, like, she's Dom-worthy. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Honestly, I think Tom Holland definitely does portray the best Spider-Man. He definitely embodies Spider-Man. I think he does a really good job at doing both Peter Parker and Spider-Man.
Yeah.
That's, like, the ultimate win. Because, in my opinion, right, for Spider-Man, the movies, right, the live action, I think Tobey did a shit job of being Peter Parker, but he did a decent... No, wait. No, it was different. I'm sorry. It's the other way. He did a shit job at being Peter Parker, or Spider-Man, but he did a good job at being Peter Parker.
I'll give him that,
right? You know, you can agree with that, and everybody can. And then...
The other dude was too cool to be Peter Parker.
Yeah. And then Andrew Garfield was a shitbag of a Peter Parker, because that's not fucking Peter Parker, right? But he was a good Spider-Man, because that's how Spider-Man acts. Yeah. But then you got fucking Tom Holland, who literally is... Dude, his Spider-Man level is just fucking on point, man. It really is. Like, he is the perfect Spider-Man.
Yeah.
And he's a good Peter Parker as well. Like, it's almost... It almost feels weird, because he's like kind of like a new age take on Peter Parker, right? Like, he's nerdy, but not really in a sense at the same time, but he's nerdy about today's fucking problems. Yeah. Right? So it almost, hits home, right? It almost hits home with all the nerds and, like, people that are... You know, kind of like getting around to meeting Spider-Man, so people can relate to that moment, right? It's not just like me talking about high school in the fucking 90s, because that shit was beat, right? It's this dude literally talking about nerdy shit in today's day and age, and everyone's like, yeah, I get that. Yeah. Because it's like nerd culture is a thing nowadays.
Yeah. It's interesting. I remember when they animated him in the 90s, though, like, Peter Parker still kind of had like he had like JoJo muscles. You know what I mean? Like, he was kind of built like a fucking... They were like big boxy fucking like, hey, fucking...
Yeah, I mean, he was a beast, because it's like, you know, he's bit by a radioactive spider, man. Come on.
I like what P. Diddy said. He said he always thought Spider-Man was a black dude. Like, he's just kind of thin and wiry, and he's like, you know what I mean? Like, it kind of made sense once he said it. I was like, yeah, you're right. He's kind of got, like...
I don't know. I think he's a little too nerdy for that. Like,
Spider-Man, though. Peter Parker, white as the Holy Ghost.
Spider-Man's nerdy as fuck, dude. Like,
no, I mean,
No. I'm talking about Spider-Man. Like, Spider-Man says some whack-ass shit as he beats your ass, dude.
That's true.
Like, he brings up, like, a math fucking equation. Like, he'll literally, like, quote Einstein as he's beating your ass, dude.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I gotta see it in the movies.
It's like, you fall down like EMC squared.
It's funny.
Fucking idiot.
There's a lot of movies I haven't seen. Shit.
I mean, he does. He does do that.
I got you.
But I love the quips, though. Like, that's the thing, right? Like, my man just talks shit. Like, that's the best part. Like, how are you just gonna get your ass handed to you by this dude in a red fucking... and blue and white,
onesie.
half white, like, spandex suit, just getting your ass handed to you. And you're, like, throwing every single move you got in your arsenal. Like, you're the shocker. You're like, oh, I'm gonna fuck this dude up. I'm gonna squash this bug. And, like, this man's just, like, swinging under your things. Like, you're a fucking idiot. What's 2 + 2, moron? Yeah. Bow! Like...
You're Doc Ock.
Yep.
And fucking...
You're Doc Dunn.
Looking like Elton John and shit. Yeah. Getting smoked. But yeah.
Spider-Man's the man, dude.
But yeah, so there's 3 trilogies. I feel like they all came out quicker than the last. Like, I saw the first one, then they're like, oh, we're going to reboot it, a new one.
Yeah.
Cool. Before that one's even over, I feel like the new one came out. I was like, what the fuck?
They did do that, but, I mean, I think the last one was the best one. I mean...
Tom Holland.
I liked... Yeah, no. That's definitely... Like, because he did a good job representing both, right?
Yeah.
But I really do like Andrew Garfield, man. I've said this so many times. I really think he was the best Spider-Man.
Didn't he play Eduardo Saverin in The Social Network? Wasn't he opposite Jesse Eisenberger?
I don't think so.
Eisenberg.
He might have been. You could look that up.
Yeah.
But I don't think he was.
Andrew Garfield.
He was the dude in Hacksaw Ridge, remember?
Hacksaw Ridge? I don't know if I saw that.
He was like the scrawny boy. He was the medic. That was a crazy ass fucking movie, dude.
Andrew Garfield. Yeah, The Social.
Was he?
Yeah. So he was in that movie, so I'm thinking he was definitely that dude. That's him, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he played Eduardo. He played the guy that got fucked over by Facebook.
Shit, he did.
Yeah.
Wow. Dude, that's a crazy old fucking movie, man. 2010.
2010?
Wow.
Facebook wasn't even really a big deal back then. It just started to be one, right?
It definitely was. 2010, I feel like that's almost the year that it took off.
I know, like, 08, 09 was when they brought it to the public. I think maybe 08. Like, you didn't need, like, a Harvard...
It was definitely before that.
No, you didn't need a college email in 08 or 09.
No, they dropped the movie definitely after, like, Facebook was a thing.
Yeah, because it was a thing.
There's no reason for them to not do that, you know?
Yeah. No, I know.
Financially speaking, like, why would they drop a Facebook movie and Facebook wasn't shit at the time?
No, I know. I just feel like where it is now, it wasn't anywhere close to that. It had just pulled out ahead of MySpace maybe a year or two after, and then the movie came out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's definitely the timeline, though.
Yeah. That was a great movie. Actually,
that was a good movie.
Anything by Andrew, anything that Aaron Sorkin is attached to is usually a good movie. Like, that's an Aaron Sorkin film. You know how it's all like the clip speech and they're all witty and they're talking back and forth? There's that. There's like the Newsroom, the West Wing, the fucking everything. You know what I mean?
I do like Jesse Eisenberger, though. There's like, you can almost tell that he's like a shit actor.
Yeah.
Right? Like, it's, you could watch him and you'd be like, dude, do better.
Yeah.
But you're good enough. Right? That's how I feel. I'm like, you know, I'm okay with you being in the movie, but, like, I could tell you're just being, like, yourself. You're not really, like, out there acting. Like, you're not a Leo DiCaprio, dude, right? Like, you're not out here, like, acting for the Oscar. Like, you literally just woke up, showed up to set, and you're just being yourself. You know?
I feel like that's almost an art.
That's cool, though.
In and of itself, though. The fact that
it is. Absolutely. No, that's perfect fucking casting is what that is.
He's carved his little niche out, yeah. He's kind of a bootleg Michael Cera, right?
Yeah. So
absolutely. If you can't get Michael Cera for your film, you'll definitely get Jesse.
Dude, what happened to Michael Cera? Dude, that man's been missing in action.
Yeah, he's just been out there, right?
Yo.
Speaking of Aaron Sorkin shit, he was in Molly's Game, which is a hot movie.
Shit.
Yeah.
Mike, listen, bro, if you're listening to this, I mean,
Michael,
I'm going to need you to come back with Superbad 2 or something, dude. Come on.
Superbad 2. Yo.
That's a hit of like the century, dude.
I mean, they did drop a Superbad too. It's called Good Boys.
Nah.
That's
it
for the
ain't
new
enough.
era.
It ain't enough. It ain't enough.
Yeah.
It needs to be Superbad too.
Superbad
The
too.
same way that they did Pineapple Express 2 and This Is the End. Remember that shit?
Oh yeah.
They did the fucking the stupid like. Oh, dude, that was good. That was good.
I feel like
that was actually a good movie though.
I feel like by the time they drop Superbad 2, it's gonna come off like Dumb and Dumberer.
You know what? I take that back. Don't make Superbad 2. Don't ruin the original.
Listen to
Because
us.
if you make Superbad 2, you honestly are just like shitting over the first one. You might just ruin the magic that the first one happened. Because you know what? Superbad, probably the greatest comedy of all time. Superbad is so fucking hilarious, dude. It's still funny to this day.
Ain't it?
Put it on right now and fucking laugh your ass off.
Oh, it's so good.
And we're gonna call it right there.
We're gonna call it here.
Yeah.
All right.
Put on Superbad.
Turn on Superbad, a companion movie to this podcast.
Hey Alexa. Put on Superbad.
Superbad, PTS. 1 and 2 by James Brown and the JBs.
Have a good
Starting
night,
now
folks.
on Amazon Music.
Catch you later, people.